Oh my gosh. The way I had to fight for my life to remotely get here on time. Y'all. Oh my gosh. 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 Hold on. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad that that you want to come in? Hold on. My dog. You gotta stay in here. You're stuck. Okay. Hi. Hello. I'm here. Queer. Yes, I made it. Hopefully the stream isn't doing too bad in the boonies. Hey Jen, can you hear me okay? Let me know. Give me a sound check. I know it's kind of late. My thing is gonna keep flipping and I'm gonna just keep trying to flip it back. I'm gonna keep trying to flip it back. It is late. Jen, are you at work? Are you at work? I don't think I've ever been live this late. I don't think I've ever started this late. Have I? I don't know. Okay, let me give me a couple seconds to get my life together. Well, enjoy your shift. Don't work too hard. When we do these streams from StreamYard, typically I don't have trolls pop up, so it should be a quiet night. Um, I don't know how things look, but hopefully it looks. I mean, I'm more so concerned with it sounding better than it actually looks. Until I can get a 4K camera, this is what I'm working with. This is what I'm working with. I literally had to fight for my life to be here on time. So I wanted to be here by 8, couldn't make it by 8. I didn't even get to South Carolina until 8:30. I didn't even get to South Carolina until 8:30 and I had to at least unpack enough stuff to have for my stream. Okay? So I'm here. I'm barely here. Just barely making it. All right. So what are we getting into today? What are we getting into today? And honestly, in fact, because I thought this was, hi Alexis, you're here late too? What are you guys doing up so late? Oh my gosh. Um, because I thought I was gonna get a chance to start earlier, I may have to revisit this again tomorrow because I wanted to give people an opportunity to ask questions. I wanted to do somewhat of a Q&A format while I revisit the whole topic of support groups. Now, I rewatched my video where I talked about it the first time, and thanks to, who was it? Don't give me the lion. Don't give me the lion. I think it was Teddy. Thanks to Teddy, I was getting I was getting blown up with timestamps, different timestamps in the video. And I was like, "Ooh, why do I sound so mean?" Like, I wasn't trying to sound mean by any means. Oh my gosh, these bed sheets are ugly. I had no control over this. No decision was made with my permission to put these ugly bed sheets here. So please just pretend. I can't even roll over. Just pretend that doesn't exist. Like, can I just do the whole stream like this? I will be getting some cuter bed sheets the first chance I get, okay? I didn't bring any with me because my old bed was a queen and this one is a full. So I have no control over that decision. Now you want to get out? You cannot go back and forth. Let me let the dog out. Hold on. Give me a second. Sir, you're either in or you're out. Go. You gonna come back in? All right, let me leave the door cracked for you. Gosh, stupid dog. Silly dog. Okay. All right, cool. So because I expect people to not necessarily be here this late, I'm gonna cover as much as I can, but we probably will get into this again tomorrow or Sunday. Tomorrow I gotta go back to Raleigh. So we'll see how that works out. I gotta sell some more furniture because I didn't bring my furniture with me. So yeah, I'll be traveling again tomorrow. If it flips, I'm just gonna leave it. Y'all know what to be, okay? Um Yeah, so I may have to get into it again tomorrow. Okay. So we have Jen, we have Alexis. I feel so bad. Like, let me show y'all the one time I'm on time. You move it up. Journey of Life. First of all, where is Journey of Life? Because it's only 7 o'clock where she is. 8, 9, 10. Yes, yes. So hurry up, Journey of Life, wherever you at. Yes. I just got here. I was just explaining that I had no control over these bed sheets. And why is the bed so hot? Oh, because there's a box spring under it. I had no control over anything that's in this room other than the stuff that I bought. Well, that came down on the U-Haul. Do y'all like my Venetian orchid? Look at it. Don't look at my high chocolate. My hot chocolate. Don't look at that. But look at my Venetian orchid. Do y'all like it? Yes, yes. Her name's Orchid, and she's an orchid. And she's Venetian. Venetian pink to be specific. Okay. So we're gonna be getting into it. First, some housekeeping, okay? How's everybody doing on their challenge? Who's fasting? I guess officially I'm fasting now as of 8:30. Mm. I would have started at 6, but I was nursing an iced coffee my whole entire way down here. So I don't want to cheat and say that I was fasting the whole time when I wasn't. So I won't be breaking my fast until 8:30 tomorrow. And I told y'all, if I start fasting at or after 8 p.m., I may as well continue on to a 36. So we will see. I took my injection yesterday. I woke up today feeling pretty good. So those that saw the community tab post knew I had a craving for KFC. I had the KFC. It was okay. It wasn't worth it. Like, I mean, it was worth getting the craving kind of addressed. But other than that, it was like, oh, okay, I didn't really need it again. Like, it was fine when I had it. No big deal there. Um, but I woke up feeling really good. Like, I woke up feeling like my appetite was really, really under control. So that's what I was looking for. That's why I decided to go ahead and take my injection on day 8 instead of waiting until tomorrow. I think had I waited another 2 days, today I would have been just eating like a cookie monster. Like, I would have been eating everything in sight and I would have been happy about it. But so in order to get ahead of that, I went ahead and took my injection and I felt my appetite pretty suppressed. But here's the interesting part, okay? This is week 8 on, so this is I just completed my second box of branded Zepbound on 7.5. Here's the thing though. I think because I've been on 7.5 for so long, like, what is this, month 8 on 7.5? Like, this is getting out of control, honestly. Um, because I spent so long on 7.5, even though most of that time was on compound, I think I'm gonna have to titrate up to the 10. And I've been saying for the past few live streams that I don't want to do that, but taking this injection and then I have another box that already has been delivered, so I have at least another month's worth. I don't think when I get through August or the next 4 weeks or whatever, I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't think a 7.5 is gonna be what I need after the next month. I wanted to make it all the way to the end of the summer, but I don't even think that's gonna happen. I was gonna wait until September to titrate up. If I can get to my doctor in time, like if I can get an appointment with my doctor, I'm probably going to go ahead and titrate up to the 10. And the reason that I'm saying that is I feel good, I feel okay, but I typically can't eat after injection. Like, I typically, well, not can't eat, but I typically have like no, like, it's usually almost complete appetite suppression. Whereas I didn't have that today. Now I wasn't hungry, I didn't have cravings, but in my mind I was like, I could eat. Like, I could eat no problem right now. Like, it wouldn't turn me off. It wouldn't, nothing. I wouldn't be averse. I could totally eat right now. And when I have that feeling that, yeah, I could totally eat, then my mind starts wondering, like, okay, but what am I going to eat? And I start making poor decisions, okay? Granted, I was busy today. I did travel today, so I ate on the road. I didn't make the best food choice, but the fact that I even had an appetite to do that is signaling to me that, okay, we're getting to the point where um I'm not having as much control, like self-control, yes, but I'm not having as much help on a 7.5 as I would like. But it's not the end of the world. I'm okay. I just can peep it kind of in advance, is what I'm saying. So I really think that the last box of my third box of 7.5 Zepbound, if I can get a titration in with my doctor quick enough, I think this will be my last box of the 7.5, but we'll see. We will see. Um, Pizza and calzone, yuck. Couldn't really eat much of it. I thought I wanted it, but turns out I didn't want it. Yeah. So when I got my KFC, I got it through Uber Eats, and they didn't give me my fries. They gave me gravy and mashed potatoes. I was like, I don't want that. I really wanted the fries, but they didn't give it. I was kind of happy they didn't give it. I mean, I was annoyed at first, but I was like, you know what? I didn't need the fries. I just had 2 pieces of chicken, and I was completely satisfied. I agree with you. I don't like mixed turds with glycine and B12. If I take 4 milligram dose, um, I feel sick if I eat anything with sugar. If I take a tiny dose, it doesn't work. I'm eating sweets. I need Eli Lilly. Yeah. Hi, Renee. I think you're new and your eyeshadow is so pretty. How long have you been watching, Renee? And you want to tell us about, well, let me read your comment first because you probably already answered my question. I'm on 5 milligram third week. Lost 11 pounds on 2.5. I feel like I got a placebo. I'm exercising now. I noticed my Apple Watch getting loose. You feel like you got a placebo for your 5 milligram? Are you on compound or you on brand? Hi Michelle. Try Plume Hunger Taker. Do you feel a difference between 0.5 dose and whole doses? 5, yes, 5 was definitely my favorite. 5 was my favorite dose. I noticed it when I got on the 7.5, but I mean it's kind of hard to say because you know how my compound was really bad, so it's kind of right. Where are you getting yours from? Is your what compounding pharmacy? Is it Red Rock? Just out of curiosity. Oh, this is your first time. Welcome. I don't get a lot of do I what do you think, Jen? I feel like I don't get a lot of first timers um when I stream this way, but maybe I do and they just don't comment. So thank you for falling out of the clouds, Renee. I'm glad to have you. 5 milligram, I thought I had a placebo as well. 5 milligram, but again, I had my 5 milligram from Hollandale. Oh my God, do y'all think they're giving like strong 2.5s, the compounding pharmacies? They're giving strong 2.5s to convince you that it works and then giving weaker doses after that? I have no reason to believe that. I'm just asking what y'all think. Red Rock was 2.5. Now it says ProRx. Oh, yeah. um, I never felt like I had a placebo. No, that's a lie. That is a whole lie. When I had compound from Red Rock mixed, I mean, both times I had compound from Red Rock. Once was mixed with glycine. I think the other time it was mixed with B12. Both times it was literally like it was like injecting water. I was just like, what is this? What a waste of money. I was not feeling that at all. I was not feeling that at all. But yeah, so back to this comment. A lot of people have not liked the 7.5 like I've said before, and I did notice when I switched to the 7.5 that like I could tell that there was a difference. Like it didn't feel I got a different impression of the 5, I will say. So, I've been fearful of moving up to 10 this whole time, but today was the first time I was like, you know what? I could actually eat. Like, it's the day after injection day, and I have no aversion to food. I'm not hungry, so my hunger is controlled. I'm not hungry. No cravings. But I was like, if I wanted to eat just to eat, like if I wanted to eat my feelings, I could do it right now. If I wanted to just indulge, I totally could. No problem. No problem. Oh my gosh, what are you people doing up so late? Go to bed. Hi, Teddy. You had me dying laughing yesterday with all of those freaking timestamps. So, Teddy, you're part of the reason why I'm doing this now because the timestamps that you were giving me, I felt like I was being so harsh. I'm like, oh my gosh, I sound so mean in hindsight. So I'm trying to tone it down tonight and be a bit more what's the word? I don't know. A bit more something. I was on 10 for 7 months. Okay. How much have you lost so far? If that's for me, I'm not sure if you're talking to me or someone in the chat, but I've lost 55, 54. I don't like giving myself extra pounds. I've lost 54 pounds so far. 40 of it I lost on compound tirzepatide. I experienced maybe 3 or 4 different compounding pharmacies, and now I'm on branded Zepbound, and I love it. It's nothing, well, not nothing, but to me, brand is completely different from, okay, not completely. Oh my gosh, how do I say this? It's different. It's different from compound. It's actually better. Like, I feel so much better. I just feel so normal on brand, whereas when I was on compound, I felt uneasy all the time. I always felt like I was being forced to not eat, and I hated that feeling. Man, I wish I had gotten branded Zepbound at 5 milligram. I know, oh my gosh, I know that 5 milligram is the bomb. Dig a T. I know it is. 229, down 44 pounds. Congratulations. Oh, wait, Michelle, you're 5 pounds down. We're not even through our challenge. Good for you. I ain't lost no weight yet. My first 2 weeks have been a dud. A dud. But it's okay. I'm not tripping about it. I wish my insurance would cover it. Yeah, I pay out of pocket, girl. I pay out of pocket. I pay $500 a month for my Zepbound. I'm not happy paying that, but I am happy with the product, so I pay it. That's how it goes. Yeah, Jen is on the 5th. Don't give me the line. Never mind. I think Jen is on the 15. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So feel free to continue to talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to get into the topic really quickly. Um, And if you haven't commented, don't be shy. Fall out of the clouds and say hello. Let me know if you're on a GLP-1 or any type of weight loss journey. Even if you're losing the natural way, if you're a normie, right? I call names over here. Let me stop. If you're losing weight the natural way, or however, if you've already reached your goals, let me know. Let me know. Tell me something. Tell me all of your business. Tell me your deepest, darkest secrets in the chat right now, or go away. Okay. So, I went back and I listened to my video covering the Mochi support group, and what else did I talk about in that video? I forgot. I honestly forgot what I talked about. Let me go to my channel. I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. I had to run boxes up, well, down, not up and down. I had to run up and down, but I had to run up and down the stairs carrying boxes, and I'm exhausted. But I really want to do this. Okay, so I was talking about the non-responders. Right. Okay. Hi, Journey of Life. Okay, I'm so sorry that you were here on time at 8 and I was not here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm here now. I'm here now. Forgive me. Forgive me. Okay, so I want to talk about today. I want to cover support groups again, not necessarily singling Mochi out like I did before. I feel like I beat Mochi's support group up pretty bad. But I want to cover the idea, the concept of a support group in general, and I also want to talk about maybe if I have time, I will touch on bariatric surgery and GLP-1s and some additional weight loss methods, and really who comes out on top. Because honestly, before being on a GLP-1, I would have said fasting comes out on top. I am so torn between GLP-1s and fasting about like which one is more effective at weight loss. I want to say it's not that I think GLP-1s are more okay, we're not going to get into that. But the point is I want to compare and contrast some different contrast, the list. I want to compare and contrast some different weight loss methods. Like the stream if you haven't already. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. And please consider becoming a member to support the channel. There are 3 tiers of membership. There are 3 levels. So feel free to choose one of those and become a Venetian officially. Like, stop playing around. Oh my gosh, you guys, just like, please. Okay, so actually this live is inspired by a comment that Teddy left me on my last video. And let me get it right. I want to get it right. So he says, I see a lot of videos where people are commenting how confused they are in their journey, and it's kind of sad. They have support, but not the right support. And that comment kind of touched the nerve in me. It made me feel a little like it made me feel like I had been a bit too hard or harsh in my original video. Now, I'm not retracting or recanting anything I said because I meant what I said. I meant how I said it. But I do think that there is another level of, there's another type of energy that is deserved for um that comment, right? I think that I could be a bit more sensitive. I could be a bit more sensitive. Okay, I can. I'm working on it. Okay, guys. I want to be a bit more considerate to the fact that, like, I kind of had this attitude when I did the original live of like, how do people not know certain things by now? And the response to that was, oh, these people just simply are getting on GLP-1s doing zero research. Like they're not even trying to do no research. They're just jumping in there because they see the progress that other people are doing, and some of that was even expressed by one of the comments saying like, am I doing everything I need to do? No, but I heard other people lost weight without even trying. Now, do you think a person like that did their research? Or did they just watch a bunch of TikToks of people losing 30 pounds in 2 months and said, I want to do that? I'm judging. Yes, I'm judging a little bit, okay? Like I am. I'm judging. But I'm just saying, like, people kind of tell on themselves by the questions that they ask. Like they literally, yes, they're asking questions, they're looking for guidance, but it doesn't come off as confusion. It comes off as, I just want a quick fix and I need you to tell me how to get it right now. Like, no research, no none of that. I just need you to tell me how to get it. Hold on, let me close my door. Okay, it seems like my dog decided what part of the house he wants to be in, and it's not with me. So hopefully he doesn't come like crying at the door. Yeah, no, 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 Jen. Yeah, you're absolutely. I agree with you. I agree with you. But I did want to give both sides. Like I wanted to give the listen. This is what the it is side, because that's just generally how I am. But like I said, considering the comment, not that I thought that this was Teddy's point that I was being too harsh. I felt that way after reading the comments. Like, there are some people that I don't think I gave enough credence or credit to the people that are expressing genuine confusion, because I've seen it in my comments too, like genuine, like lack of direction. Yeah, Jen. I mean, Jen City. Yes. Yes, he's in my earlier videos when I would do pre-records. He's all up in my videos. So yeah, I don't know if you were here then, but I'll show him. I mean, he's probably up under my dad right now cuz listen, when he get around other people, he don't know me. He don't want to be around me. Um but if he comes back to the room, I'll show him before the end of the stream. So I definitely wanted to give some credit to the people that experience genuine confusion, like people that really want to do the right thing, but they're getting information from so many different places that it's just like, okay, what is the answer? Like I have seen genuine, what I would consider genuine frustration in some of the comments that I've gotten under my own videos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't answer this in a comment, but I try. Like I'm like, I can't. Is my camera up too high? Let me know. Let me know. I'm like, I can't, I'm like, ugh, I can't give the answer to this appropriately in a comment. Like, so I've even told people like, send me an email, or I'll cover this in my next video, or maybe you should join the live stream where I can talk and engage, because it's kind of hard to give written responses. But there are some people that really genuinely are confused. Um, and I never actually spent any time covering the basics because so many people have already done it. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to cover. Sidebar, sidebar, sidebar. Okay. Jen, I tried to fix the sidebar emoji. Can't fix it. I mean, not that I can't fix it, but I have to pick a different font because no matter what I do with that one, side is too small. But sidebar. Y'all, I'm breaking out, which means that I'm either eating too much sugar or too much gluten. Do y'all see? Like I saw it in my last video. I'm breaking out on my face, and I never break out on my neck, but I'm even see? I'm even like breaking out on my neck. So I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong, and I'm gonna try to rectify that this week. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely we talked about, you know what, it could have been that smoothie. We talked about how much sugar I had in the past week, or even like into this week. I think the most sugar I had this week was that smoothie, but last week I had a lot of sugar. I was also eating gluten, so one of those things, I'm leaning more toward the sugar, but I could be wrong. One of those things is causing my face to break out. So I just wanted to point that out because I did want to talk about that. Okay. So uh oh, we're doing amazing. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad you're doing good. That 5 pounds, you are rocking it, girl. You're rocking it. Okay. I have a miniature Australian Shepherd. I'll show him. Um, um, yeah. Have you ever considered making a channel? Actually, making a channel was one of my suggestions. I never got to do the budgeting video, but was one of my suggestions for making some extra cash to afford Zepbound. But honestly, it's not that easy. YouTube is hard. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. It didn't come out, of course. Whenever I go off camera or mute, my sneeze doesn't want to come out, which means y'all are gonna just have to hear it. Sugar breakout. It's the caramel coffees. It absolutely is. Stop paying so much attention, Sydney. You're not supposed to know what's going on over here. You're supposed to just be in La La Land. It's definitely the caramel. I can almost guarantee it's the sugar. Okay. Tell us what's for dinner. Tell us what's for dinner. In my previous work role, I used to facilitate support groups, so I believe they can be effective if done right. A subject matter expert is vital, and to having groups to reduce conflict and confusion. This is what I'm talking about. This was my problem in the live stream. I was like, where are the facilitators? Where are the knowledgeable people, right? From a professional standpoint, like this will be the perfect opportunity to hire some health coaches. If you can't get the doctors to do it because they're too busy, and there's not enough nutritionists, let's say, this would be a perfect opportunity for some health coaches. This would be a perfect opportunity for some health coaches to get into these groups, not voluntarily. I mean, the facilitators of the groups should be, why, this is why I was getting frustrated in that live. Like, why create a support group that you're not going to participate in? Now, granted, some of the examples that I gave, people were giving decent feedback, but I've definitely seen some like fights break out and stuff. I just didn't have any examples at the time of that live. But it's like it's a free for all of information. And it's almost like you better hope that the person, like the people responding to you, are somewhat to some extent know what they're talking about. But that's, like how much context can you put into a comment? You know what I mean? When you're trying to answer somebody's question. But you can even tell an acne wash. I have one. It's the problem is it's packed away. It's in my catch this Jen. I gotta go to the store and get another one. It's in my luggage for Europe. I already packed for Europe because I put everything else into boxes and everything. So I had to pack the Europe suitcase in advance, and my acne wash is in the Europe suitcase. That was stupid. I had an opportunity to get it. I was too lazy to open the bag and go in and get it. So I'll get another one tomorrow from the pharmacy. Yeah, like Walgreens or something. I'm working on my channel now. My son is helping me. Maybe by Aug, let us know as soon as it's done so we can all subscribe. We are a family over here now. Like, guys, we are officially in a relationship. Okay. Um, Chicken and rice enchiladas topped with cheese and sour cream. Ooh. Why did I tell you to talk about food when I'm fasting? That was not a good idea. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should go apply. My background is in public health and education. I mean, but they're not hiring health coaches. That's the problem, right? They're not hiring. They're not hiring. They're not paying attention. Like they just throw up the group and maybe post a couple of updates every once in a while, and then they just let everybody. I would feel so I would feel responsible if I created a support group and never checked in. You know what it is? These support groups get too big. They get too big, and the facilitators don't even want to the creators of the group don't even want to participate. Like, that's if an individual creates one, or if like an organization like Mochi creates one. They don't want to participate. They just put it up so other people that are amongst the same crowd can find each other, and I think that that's wonderful. I just feel like it's too much of a free for all. I'm not saying like they shouldn't exist, right? So I wanted to also clear that up from my previous live stream. I'm not saying that support groups shouldn't exist. That's not my stance. That was never my stance. But where are the people to help the people? Where are the people to help the people? Is my point. Is my point. And like, would I ever recommend a support group to somebody? I'm not so sure. I'm not saying no, I'm not saying yes, but I'm saying I'm not sure because I mean, I don't want to say what's the point because I know the point. Yes, you can find some good information and some good answers, but it's just like the the stuff that I want to say like the stuff that people say, like the questions that people ask. It like I just get this sense of like a lack of effort to actually research and learn things on your own. Like they just want people to provide the answers from them for them so they can get the quickest result as fast as possible. That's what I was getting from some of the comments that I was reading. Like the lady that said she lost 50 pounds in 6 months and was complaining. She was frustrated. Or like the other lady that switched from semaglutide to tirzepatide in a month and was asking like why she's not seeing progress when other people have seen progress without even trying. That see, I'm trying. Well, I gotta work on my irritated face. I gotta stop that. I'll be like, okay, stop the irritated face. Okay, but it's just like, and this is like, there's no way I'm stopping this beyond today. Like this is just in case someone comes across the last live and they're like, you were a little this and you're a little. Well, okay, go watch the next one where I was a little more turned down. Okay, you caught like, well, go watch the one when I was tired because when I got energy, I'm turned up. Okay, but it's just like I do have a lack of sympathy for I have a lack of sympathy for people that are being explicit about the fact that they are not putting in the effort. The, they're being explicit about it. So I'm trying to give credence to the other people that are not that way. The other people that are like, well, I am trying, but I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong exactly. Like I clearly I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Those are the people that I'm trying to reach. Those are the people that I'm trying to reach. When do you leave and are you going live from the EU? I'm going to try. I'm getting a data plan to have data. Well, I mean, I'll have Wi-Fi at the hotel. Um, so if it's strong enough, yes, I will. I leave on the first. I leave on the first. I fly to Amsterdam and then I fly to Zurich. But okay, so I fly to Amsterdam and I will take a couple of day trips to Germany and Belgium because they're right there, neighbors. And then I will fly to Zurich, Switzerland, and then I will try to take a day trip to the Swiss Alps while I'm there. But I'm only in Zurich for a few days, so we'll have to see. But I will try to stream. I will do my best, y'all. My hips are hipping. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My hips feel amazing. There's always going to be people at different competence levels. Some people just don't know, and some people do too much research. What do you mean by too much research? Is there such thing as too much research? I don't know. I feel like the more information you have, the better. But you know what it is? It's a level of like some people won't research outside of a support group. Some people consider a support group to be research. Like that's it. Like asking the question in the support group is the research. That's why I'm saying like some of the questions that people ask, I'm just like, there it is, the irritated face. I said I was gonna work on it. It's not working. I can't work on it. I can't help it. Some people that like some of the questions that they ask, it's like clearly you didn't even try to look this up somewhere else. And they're not like for example, the mochi support group. They're not mochi specific questions, right? You would think that in the mochi support group there would be mochi specific questions and then the next level beyond that would be like yes, GL1 specific questions, right? and then maybe people can help you out with that. But they're asking questions that I'm just like, I know you didn't try to research that, because you would have found the answer very quickly, and you probably would have found a more accurate answer than you're going to get in the support group. But the only way you would know that, right? The only way you would know that the support groups are a little iffy is if you have experience getting information outside of them. Does that make sense? Like if you're only used to getting information inside of a support group, you think that that's the end all be all, and you don't have to try no harder than that. You don't have to explore beyond that. And it's just like, no. A support group is just that. It is there for support. Like, that's not a research mechanism, not necessarily. You know what I mean? Not necessarily. Like, you can find information in there, yeah, but there's so many other places where you can look first and get more accurate information, and just go to the group for support. For support. That's it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, I'm like all the way in the back. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, we will be there. Are there no professionals in the group? That's the thing. Like, you don't see, you don't typically see, like, hi there, I'm a nutritionist working with Mochi. Or hi there, I'm a health coach working with Mochi. Or I'm a dietitian working with Mochi. Or I'm a physician working with Mochi. No. People that have their own professions, yes, potentially. But it's like, you gotta hope that one of those professionals see your post, right? Like, for example, Jen, the comment about puncturing the single dose vials more than once, right? I don't know. That person said they thought that was okay because they came from compound. I could see why a person would think that, right? I could see why they would think that. Innocent mistake? Yes. Avoidable? Also yes, if you do a little bit of research. Like, at the very least, look at Eli Lilly's website, right? Like, or at least read the instructions, right? Like, it literally says puncture once and discard. At the very least. But let's just say innocent misunderstanding and mistake, because you just think vials are vials. You just think that, okay? But then they come across someone like you that's like, hey, I'm a pharmacist. You shouldn't be doing that, potentially, right? But they got to come across you. You know what I mean? Versus like in a support group or something like that. Versus like being in the support group and having a team of people that are ready, that are at the ready to say, let me help you out with this, you know? Like, I feel like for the most part, you're not going to be coming across professionals, even though there are plenty of nurses, plenty of doctors, plenty of this, plenty of that. But like I said, you can find the answer faster if you look it up outside of the support group. Like, you can go on YouTube, you can go on Google, you can go on, hell, even Reddit. You can go on a lot of other platforms that is not an echo chamber. You know what I mean? Um, I consider your live videos to be a support group. I get encouraged by listening to you and reading and interacting. Yes. And the thing about that, Sydney, is that I'm here. So I had a feeling somebody was going to say that at some point, right? Because I didn't call this a support group, but I had a feeling somebody was going to say, well, this is supportive, but I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not like this channel just runs itself and you guys just talk amongst yourselves. No, I'm here giving my input. I'm not a I'm not a professional in the sense of like a dietitian or a nutritionist or a doctor. Most of the time I don't even speak, I would say 99% of the time, I don't even speak from the position of a health coach. Like, I don't say, hi, I'm a health coach, here's why you should listen to me. No, I don't do that. Not yet, at least, but I don't. So I can answer questions because you can hear me speak. Like, I can address you directly, or someone's question directly. Whereas, I mean, imagine like me just starting a live stream, turning off the camera and turning off the mic, and you guys just talking a bunch amongst yourself. Is that supportive? It absolutely is. It is supportive, but it's just like, what's the point without the person that created the group? You know what I mean? Like, because to some extent, you would think on average they know a little bit about what they're talking about. Now, there are plenty of people out there that don't know what they're talking about, that have channels and stuff like that. But I would say for the most part of what I've seen in the GLP-1 space, I haven't seen a lot of people that are content creators that essentially don't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Now, certain things you gotta like, all right, I'll leave that there. But for the most part, there aren't like horrible resources out there, like for the most part. But if y'all know of any, let me know. I feel like there needs to be a Venetian meetup at some point within the next year. I'm just saying, y'all gonna start pressuring me to meet you strangers off the internet. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. But no, wait, well, I don't even know what month we're in. You're talking about the next year. Um, a lot can happen in a year, but I don't like to make promises. But I have said before that that's something that I'm interested in. I've listen. I literally I met my boyfriend from like online, but not like a dating app. There's another platform. Sidebar, real quick. There's another platform, social media platform called Stereo, where it's like podcasting format but live. So imagine so imagine this, but like this, right? Like imagine us being able to talk to each other, or imagine me being up here talking, and instead of you guys typing your comments, you leave like a voice note and then I respond to it. It's so much fun. It's so cool. I'm not on there anymore. A lot has changed. It's starting to kind of trying to be like TikTok or Instagram, whatever. But at the time that I was on there, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And I would meet people. I sure would. I made friends. I met people. I met my current partner. It was a lot of fun. Like it was really fun. And that was during like the pandemic too. It was really fun. So I'm team meeting people. I have a good, fairly good um serial killer detector. Or I should say non-serial killer detector for the most part. For the most part. So said that to say jury's out, but it'll happen eventually. I just don't know when. I can't say a year because I don't want to be held to that because I'm lazy. Okay. I don't like don't make me plan stuff. Don't make me do stuff. Okay. Meaning everyone is different at learning, period. This is why no question is a stupid question. Yeah, no question. You caught me on the right night, Michelle. I'm gonna agree with you. No, that's not true because I said it in my last live stream that no question is a stupid question, but that's what I say publicly. Okay, that's what I say publicly. But in the back of my mind, I just be like, you know how I know? Because I ask stupid questions. I say stupid stuff all the time. I believe in the S word, stupid. I don't like not that people are stupid, but like I say dumb stuff all the time. I ask I ask stupid questions all the time, like when we were talking about state abbreviations. So there isn't such thing as a stupid question, but I don't want other people to feel that way. I'm just ignorant, okay? Like listen. Everything people say you shouldn't say, I say. People say you shouldn't say fat, I say fat. People say you shouldn't say stupid, I say stupid. People say you shouldn't say dumb, I say dumb. Okay. People say you shouldn't cuss on Sundays. I don't know if that's a rule. I think I just made that up. But I don't really have like much of a like personal filter. I do to some extent. Like I'm not a complete a-hole. But there be some questions. There be some questions. I just be like, I'm telling you, like, listen, Michelle, were you there? You were there when I read the comment about like I was started on semaglutide for a month. I didn't lose any weight. I switched to Zepbound. I'm still not losing any weight. Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Am I eating right? Am I drinking enough water? Am I exercising? No. But I've heard of people losing 25 pounds without even trying. Michelle, like, I don't know how to not call that a stupid question. I don't, like, I guess I could just not say it, but I'm thinking it. I could not say that it's a stupid question, but I'm thinking it. I am. I'm thinking it. I'm just saying. But for the most part, yes. There's no such thing as a stupid question because I don't want people to be discouraged from asking questions. Maybe they're unable to read or write. It's easier to ask questions. Who can't read or write? The people typing? What do you mean? I missed something. What happened, Michelle? Who can't read or write? or they're lazy. That part, right? Yeah. Mindy. Oh yeah, hi Mindy. Mindy, hi Mindy. Mindy's the one about uh the Zepbound vials. Mindy, I'm just using it as an example. I promise I didn't mean nothing by it. I was just using it as an example of like, you know, I'm glad that you came that day so that you could come up, like, so that you can get that interaction and get that information. I think that's what you're talking about, right? We're talking about the vials. So that's the point that I was trying to make, that how that was helpful versus being in a support group, which is still helpful, but it's like a little bit of the blind leading the blind. And Mindy, why didn't you read the instructions? Don't leave us. Don't leave me. Please don't unsubscribe. Um, Sorry if anyone has already said this, but your audio is quite low. Oh, is it? Hold on. Let me see if I can turn up my mic. Hold on. Mic. How about now? I'm also talking low because I'm in a new location and I'm not familiar with like the reach of my voice yet here. And the rooms are pretty close, so I'm not sure, like I'm figuring out the how loudly to speak. Also, I'm kind of tired, so I'm kind of turned down. But let me know. Let me know how I sound. I'll speak up. I'll turn up if I have to. Like I'll be on some like 11 a.m. energy type stuff. Sorry, I had gloves on when I was trying to type last time. I'm really not that dumb. Thanks for the info, ladies. No, you're not dumb. You're not dumb, Mindy. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I have to do this, because I come off as if I'm saying that people are dumb, and I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. Mindy, like, I will use that example 15 times, but it has nothing to do with you, and it has more so to do with the point of me saying that this is why I like to do this, because people will come across us and they'll come across the right combination of people. They'll come across, and I also talked about it in the last live stream, except I remembered it was you last time. I did say it was Mindy. I did say that. No one thinks you're dumb, Mindy. I promise. The info, this was info. Oh, content creators spreading in the beginning about using the vial more than once to save money. I didn't know that. Would it really say, Jen? Jen, it's always you. You stay triggering me. Do not start with me, Jen. Do not. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says do not start with me. Like literally right now, that phrase is reserved for a coworker. Okay? Don't start with me. Don't start with me. I'm going to say, Jen, don't start with me on a t-shirt. Do not tell me that content creators, I'm behind in the comments. I'm catching up, y'all. Do not tell me that content creators were telling people to do that. Now, don't tell me that. Now, I can imagine them saying put the medication in a different vial with backwater and all that, but I don't even recommend that. But I'm also not a pharmacist, so who am I to recommend or not recommend it? Just use the stuff that just use stuff the way it's like the way it is. I wouldn't recommend transitioning and all of that. You would like, did Jen say? Oh, I would like that. Thanks, Jen. Using the vials. Maybe I missed something. Teddy are in the East Coast. Teddy's in Texas. He might have said it already. I'm behind. Don't listen to me, y'all. I've seen some of the well-known content creators giving some really bad advice. For example, I saw someone teaching how to drain those last few drops out of an already used branded vials. Y'all are lying. I'm not believing nothing y'all saying. Nope. There's no way. No, there's way. There's way. There's a way. I just don't feel like believing this at 10:50 at night. No. Y'all are gonna make me, okay. No, no, we're not doing that. Nope. This is a stream about being civil. Because if I was on a morning live stream, I would have snapped. I would have snapped. I would have. I would say the research say average weight loss 1 to 2 pounds a week. Yep. Okay, Mindy, you got a good spirit. Welcome to the crew. I love your channel. I switched back to Zepbound when I found your videos, so thanks. I was just too ignorant to read their instructions. Listen, I'm not gonna act like we don't all do that, but I'm glad you're caught up, and I'm definitely glad you found us. I just didn't want you to potentially get hurt doing that. So I'm glad you are what am I trying to say? Doing it the right way now. Yes, I'm glad. Welcome, Wendy. We love having you. Oh, and thank you for the compliment. We are all learning and trying to grow each day. See, Teddy's nice. Teddy is Teddy brings me back down a little bit. Like, like with the like, okay, remember to be nice. Have some compassion. Yes, yes. I think I do okay, but Teddy seems a little better at it than I am. And if y'all don't know, he does have a channel, so go ahead and subscribe to Empowered Wellness by Teddy. Man, no. Remember y'all are gonna make me start a reaction channel, but I don't want to isolate myself. I don't want to ostracize people by reacting to their videos. You know what I mean? I don't want to ostracize myself out of the GLP-1 space because people are like, "Oh, we don't like her. She's always talking about it." you know? So, I'm back to put my 2 cents in. Teaching to take the Kappa vows to I'm just going to call you a liar for the rest of the night. Ma'am, I got to see it for myself. I need the videos. Ma'am, y'all thought Jacqueline Hill got it bad. Allie didn't get it bad at all. With what y'all know about me and my personality, can y'all imagine? My head is gonna fall off. My head is gonna fall off if I watch that video live. I'm like, I wouldn't even like Sydney. If you email it to me, I'm not even gonna. I'm not even going to watch it beforehand. I'm going to have to watch it live so you can see my reaction. Because that's crazy. I was thinking to split the Zet vial too, but then realized it had 0 preservatives and would go bad once punctured. I was mad. See, Mindy, it's not just you. It's not just you. Um, yeah, yeah. I never even tried it. I never even tried it. Now, what I did do this week was this was the first week I drew up a little bit more than 50 units. Please do not be like me. Don't listen to me. I don't know nothing. I'm just a person on YouTube. Um, but I was able to get like maybe 55. So I took all of that. Um, so that's what also makes it kind of weird that like I can still eat right now. It's about time to go up to the 10. I've been avoiding it for long enough. You saw that? You saw that where? Tell me. They living dangerously out here. Oh my God. Palmer Jen saw that video. Farmer Jen saw that video too, and I bet she was like this. Please watch it live. Y'all are not about to. Oh my God. You thought that me finding out Lizzo was taking Ozempic happened live. People thought that was so hilarious, but I was dead serious. Like, people thought that was funny. I was dead serious about Lizzo. My reaction to that was 100% genuine. People thought that was funny. So yeah, if anybody finds it, send it to me because I mean, somebody's got to say it. Like, somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to say it. Yeah, and then like it's not that effing serious. There's not that much more in the vial to even go through all of that work. You know what I mean? For all of that, you may as well go back to compound if you're so worried about saving money that much, that bad. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with saving money. I'm not saying it. No, I'm not saying like Zepbound is expensive. Don't get it twisted. But that don't mean be ridiculous about it. You know what I mean? Like that don't mean be ridiculous. And that's just ridiculous. These people gonna end up in the hospital. The hospital bill costs way more than that 199 compound. Yeah. I can't eat on every dose after the 5 milligram. I just get full fast. Yeah. I think I've just been on the 7.5 for too long. Like when I switched to Zepbound, um, it was really, really good. But I just think it was bound to, like, I was bound to get used to the 7.5 of Zepbound very quickly because I had already been on it for 6 months. So it is what it is. It's okay. I'll titrate up to the 10 as soon as my doctor will, send the prescription over to Lily Direct. As soon as I can get an appointment. It'd be like 2 weeks or a month before you can get an appointment to see a PCP. So we'll see. Um, but oh, you know what? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to switch to every 6 days for. Oh God, we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it right now. Okay, so here's the thing, right? With people being either confused or not, like, I don't want to be divisive, but there's a difference between a person that just refuses to do research because they're lazy and then a person that really is just misunderstanding. And I want to reach more of the people that are just making a mistake or misunderstanding or whatever. And I do want them to feel like the whole point of doing this is to have community. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started this was, I mean, it's still hard, but it was much harder when I first started because I didn't have as much engagement, and the like the engagement kept me going when I did get it. So I told y'all about the time that I left for a month because I just got overwhelmed and I didn't want to quit. So I just stopped posting for a month. When I came back, there was literally people that were like, "Where you? I was wondering where you was at," and I'm like, "I didn't know." Like I didn't know anybody cared. Like who cares? So after that, it was just like, okay, no more disappearing for a month at a time. So the engagement definitely makes a huge deal. So yes, the point in doing this is community, but you know, do I have sympathy for people that don't really care to, how do I want to put this? How do I want to put this? I want people to want better for themselves in the long run, not necessarily just in the short term, right? But human nature is instant gratification. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm okay. All right. I'm finding my way. I'm finding my way into making my point. So the human condition is to desire instant gratification. Okay. So everybody wants to lose weight overnight, except for those that are a bit more aware that that's more likely to backfire than to be successful in the long run. Okay. So instant gratification, okay, I get it. Okay, I understand. That doesn't necessarily make you dumb or stupid or anything like that. Okay. But short-term thinking, like, okay, you know what it is? You know what I feel? I feel like support groups are full of people like are a collection of short-term thinkers. And maybe I'm being a bit judgy. Maybe I'm putting support groups under this wide umbrella. Maybe some are really, really good. Actually, you know what? While we're on here, let's just go be nosy real quick. Like let's see. Let's just go see real quick because I'm talking all this. I'm talking. How many GLP-1 groups am I in? I'm not actually sure how to find which groups I'm in. I only know how to search for the Mochi one because it's titled Mochi or GLP-1 support by Mochi or some shit. Some shit. Let's see. Oh, there's not many new posts. So we already looked. We already read these. People were liking the glycine in their compound. Okay. If you had compound tirzepatide with glycine, that's what the commercial gonna say. Let me stop. Let me stop being like that. them Class action lawsuit commercials. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of before and after pictures, so I'm just gonna put this down for now. But it's a lot of short-term thinkers. Yes, it's a lot of like, because here's the thing. People would get the weight off with no plan on how to keep it off. I was literally wondering about this recently. I just didn't know how to talk about it. Like, and who's in maintenance? Jen is in maintenance, okay? So Jen, help me out. Help me out. How does maintenance work? How has maintenance been for you? Because in my mind, I need to know a bit more than just keep taking my Zepbound. To me, I need to know a bit more than that. But right now, the doctors don't know how to help people out with maintenance. Like, you have to figure it out on your own. Self-experimentation, I'm assuming. Seeing what worked for other people, seeing where they struggled, where they failed, what mistakes they made. That's what I'm assuming it's like doing your research for maintenance right now. So tell me what it's been like for you, Jen. Because I feel like alongside short-term thinking, like they just want to get that 20, 30 pounds off, which honestly, I mean, it's a lot of weight to lose, but it's like, if 30 pounds gets you to your ideal weight, that's a bit different than people having to lose like 70, 80, 100 pounds. Um, like, people that expect to lose 100 pounds don't expect it to come off in 4 months. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of a different mindset. Oh, wait, what is that? I can't think of the channel of the black doctor from Florida, but he was talking about injecting the pen into vials. I logged out immediately. Listen, when even I, right, when I was new to compound and I was doing my research, when I saw people splitting their pens, I was just like, do you? I was like, have it. It's not for me. I will totally mess that up. I will be in the ER. Nope. You can have it. I'm good. I'm good. It wasn't that serious to me. It wasn't that serious to me. I was just like, and there were, the gag is, there were people getting their Manjaro injector pens for $25, teaching people how to split their pens. You're getting your medication for $25 and you talking about splitting some pen? You're not a doctor, you're not a pharmacist, you're not nothing. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Like, please. So many people did follow it. Yes, so many people did follow the splitting the pen with the backwater and all that. Um, so actually, someone came on to my channel and said that they did it. But she was a pharmacist or a nurse. I think she was a nurse. So I'm not gonna argue with a nurse about doing that, but everybody else, like, if you were, like I said, content creators have a different level of responsibility, and I feel like nobody else is saying that. I can't say nobody else. I don't watch everybody. I don't watch anybody really, but content creators, it's a responsibility. It just is, because people are listen. If content creation was for everybody, everybody would do it, right? Like, if everybody wanted to have a channel, everybody would have a channel. Everybody doesn't want a channel. People want to go watch other people talk about this stuff. So you have a responsibility for the information that you put out there. This is goofy. The doctors don't even know. We know patients not going to know. Not all people, exactly. Nurse Keisha or Kesha Dixon. Gotta see that channel. Never heard of her. Yeah, I never heard of her either. Nope. We just got off live before you started. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Maintenance is harder. Tell me more. You probably already did. I heard maintenance is harder. It's harder mentally as well, because after losing weight, what now? My what now has always been gain it back. Subconsciously. Subconsciously. My what now has always been gain it back. So there, emotionally and mentally, there's a part of me that's definitely not definitely, but I fear losing the next 50 pounds. Getting below 200 was already hard for me emotionally. Like, I wanted it bad, but when I finally got it, I just kind of like looked away. Like, before I started live streaming, right? Every time I lost another 10 pounds, I would make a big deal about it. I'd do a whole video about it. When I got below 200, I didn't even really talk about it. I just kind of mentioned it in passing in a live stream, and then people were commenting like, "Oh, congratulations on being in Wonderland." But I was like, yeah, not to them, but it was like, "Thank you." But to me, I was like, like I kind of just ignored it a little bit. I didn't really make a big deal about it. I wasn't super excited about it. Getting to 189, 188 recently, I'm like I'm mentally I'm stuck over 200 pounds. I'm literally stuck. I'm literally stuck. Mentally I'm stuck. So the lower the scale goes, I'm just like, as of right now, I'm in a place of like kind of ignoring it as long as I don't regain, like whatever I lose, as long as I don't gain it back is where I'm kind of at right now. But I'm not really in much of a celebratory mood. I try to be when I come on here, but emotionally and mentally I'm just like, 50 more to go. What are you going to do when you get there? I don't know. I don't even know what it's like to be a normal weight. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Help. Countess of shopping is having a hard time. She said, "Why is it so hard though, Jen? Is your food chatter back? For me, I'm struggling to stop losing weight, and when I lower my dose, the food noise is back. That's fucking insane. That is fucking insane." But you know what? I don't. You know what? This is. I'm gonna figure it out because I'm more concerned about maintenance than I am losing the weight because I fear gaining it back and I fear not knowing what to do once I get there. With that being said, right? I'm gonna figure it out. Oh, I'm gonna figure out how to do maintenance before I get there. I'm gonna figure it out. Like whatever level of research it's going to take, you guys will probably see this play out in real time, like what I'm learning. I'm gonna figure it out. 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 Because I refuse to believe the answer is just stay on the highest dose forever. I don't believe I refuse to believe that. I do. I really do. Or whatever dose you stop losing, whatever dose you get to your goal weight at, like whatever dose you're on, that's just the dose you're supposed to stay on forever because if you titrate down, you got to worry about food noise. There's an answer in there. And I don't think Eli Lilly has put enough effort into exploring what that answer is because they just want people to stay on it forever. But guess what? You know why I'm optimistic about there being an answer? Because you know who else wants people to stay on their medication forever? Every pharmaceutical company in existence. Like for every medication in existence, whether it's a statin, whether it's a blood pressure medication, whether it's insulin, whatever you're taking, they tell you got to take it for life. And guess what we've learned over the past at least 7 to 10 years? That ain't true. They told type 2 diabetics that you're type 2 diabetic for life. And guess what we've learned over the last 7 to 10 years? In fact, even more so, probably even sooner, but nobody was talking about it. That ain't true. That ain't necessarily true. So it's like the pharmaceutical companies will always say the plan is get on this medication and stay on it. They say that. Get on it and stay on it. They say that. But that ain't always true. And I refuse to believe that that's true for GLP-1s. We don't know what the answer is yet, but there's an answer. There's an answer. There's an answer. Regarding minutes, maybe that's what some of the other new options coming out will be helpful for. That is a good point. That gives me hope. I will go down and have a bit of food noise and keep trying to go down. Maybe your body has a new set weight. Are you too low of weight? I fight with just eat a Snickers because I don't cut food. I eat the Snickers. I go have milkshakes. I eat out. Yeah. Jen is anti-restriction. Jen is eat what you want to eat when you want to eat it, and use GLP-1s to make life easier so that you don't want those things as much. If I said that right, Jen. Whereas I have more so of the stance of food noise is real, cravings are real, appetite is definitely real. Something's broken. That's the reason why we have the food noise that we have, which we didn't even know was food noise until we got on a GLP-1. Like clearly something is broken and you don't realize that something is broken until you get on a GLP-1 and then you feel normal, right? it's a real thing to get on a GLP-1 and just be like, this is peace. Like I feel peace. I feel at peace not thinking about food all day. Like I feel like I always felt like food was going to control my life forever. I felt like food was going to control my life forever. Um, but I feel at peace when I'm not thinking about food all day. So I'm more of the mindset of that. GLP-1s are a tool to address that, but we also have to figure out how to address that outside of the GLP-1, because I refuse to believe that the only answer is the GLP-1. Like I feel like we need a combination of strategies and tools, and that's what I'm working on now. When I find out, when I know, y'all will know because I don't know yet. I feel like it's a combination of strategies versus just like I feel like it's a combination of GLP-1 and fasting and changing your diet and some restriction. Um, I've tried complete restriction. I've tried no restriction. I've tried moderation. Um, I just had to find something that was specific for me. So what's specific to me is I have to restrict some things and not others. That's my answer. That's my answer for me. Some things are non-negotiable. I got to restrict them. Some things I don't have to restrict because they're not a problem for me. They're not a problem. That's just what works for me. So I feel like it's a combination of things, and that's what will happen in maintenance if I can help it. If I can help it, I will have built an arsenal of strategies to get me through maintenance, because I do plan to titrate down. I'm not saying it's going to be successful. I'm saying I'm going to try it and see what happens. I definitely plan to titrate down. Ali, on 15, I maintain weight. I go down to 10, I lose. My insurance doesn't pay for 12.5, only once a year. That is so weird. What do they have against the half doses? I don't get that. I don't get that. Okay, so I explained that correctly. Okay. Have you ever tried to reach out Eli and see what they respond to you? Just wondering. I want to be that way to be able to not feel like I shouldn't cut things out, and maybe when I go higher, I will get there. But currently, I avoid triggers. Me too. It just is what it is. Like I know my weaknesses. Um, I can enjoy some things on occasion, and others, like I don't know how to explain it. Like I I had a bowl of cereal yesterday, but for the past like month and a half, I would only have unsweetened cereals. Um, but before I talked about the KFC, right? Like, cause I was like, ooh, I got like, I'm in the mood for some KFC. So I had like also that day after that, I was like, that cereal looked good. It wasn't mine. My boyfriend bought it. It wasn't for me. But I was like, you know what? I haven't had Captain Crunch in a very long time because I haven't wanted it. I kind of want some right now. I was day 8. Like I had skipped day 7 as my injection day, so it was on day 8. I was like, I kind of want some, and I had it, and it was good. But that was risky because cereal is a trigger for me. That was definitely risky. But I made a decision. I made a decision to have it. I had it, and then I was done. The problem with that is I wanted it again today, and I recognized it, so I didn't have it. I wanted it again today, and that's what triggers do to me. Like my triggers, when I'm triggered, I'm triggered. When I'm triggered, I'm triggered. Um, but I will say being on Zepbound has helped with that. Like it's a work in progress, is what I will say. I don't think I'll have to avoid everything forever, but honestly, some things I'm just fine with avoiding. Like I'm fine with avoiding soda. I wasn't when I first started avoiding it last month in June, but now it's kind of like, you know what, it's not even that bad. I'm fine. I don't need soda. And honestly, right now, I think if I went out to a restaurant and had it, I probably wouldn't, but if I did, I think I'd be okay. I will say though, when I go to Europe, I'm going to be experimenting with the things that I restrict here. I think it's because those things are super addictive. When I go to Europe, I'm going to try having some of those things and see if I get one, any type of allergic reaction. So like that would be the gluten. I'm going to see if I can tolerate the gluten over there. And then some of the sweetened items, they don't have a lot of the additives that we have. So I want to see if I have the same feelings about sweets. Because let me tell you something. When I go to Mexico, their sweets are disgusting. because they don't have all of the crack in it that make it taste good. They don't have all of the chemicals in it that make it like literal like Franken foods that we have. They don't have all that. They don't have all of the mad scientists, chemicals that make it addictive and taste good. I'll give y'all one example. So my cousin came home to visit and got some, I think, popcorn to take back to Europe as a gift for somebody. And when the lady got her gift, her reaction to it was like, "Oh my God, this is the best popcorn I've ever had. It's so good. I couldn't put it down." It was like I was addicted. I didn't understand. Like, it was so good. Like, what is this? Like, she literally had like it was heroin. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying these words on YouTube, but it was like she literally had a reaction like, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. Yeah. Yeah, Americans we're on crack. That's what it is. We're on drugs. We're on drugs. The food is drugged. It is. It is. It just is. Thank you for coming to Venetian University. That's today's lesson. We're all on drugs. That's what it is. Not sure if Eli Lilly has the answers yet. Think they're having a study now on maintenance. Okay. I trust that they will figure it out. I just don't trust that they won't drag their feet on it because they want people like, okay, so whatever they say the answer is going to include staying on Zepbound forever. Like, there's no reality, I believe, this is my prediction. There's no reality where Eli Lilly figures out maintenance that includes getting off of Zepbound. That's not in their interest at all. So do not expect that from them. Eli Lilly teaching you how to get off? No. You know who's going to figure it out? The people that self-experiment. I'm not telling y'all to do that. Listen to your doctors. Talk to your local scientists, okay? But I'm telling y'all right now, the people that are going to figure out maintenance are going to be the people that self-experiment with titration, with dose stretching, all of that. Because even Eli Lilly is saying right now, because they know, they know people have a mindset of like, whether they do it or not, people have a mindset of like, well, let me just titrate down and do my maintenance there. I'm not saying that would be successful, but some people think that. So they say, Eli Lilly says on their website, 2.5 milligram is not approved as a maintenance dose because they don't want people feeling like you can just pay less for a lower dose and be on maintenance. You know what I mean? That's what I think their motive is. But yeah, it's not approved as a maintenance dose. Like, there's a good chance if you go down to a 2.5, which is just a starter dose, you might not have any success on that. But point is, I can almost guarantee when I say we, I mean somebody on a GLP-1 will have maintenance figured out before Eli Lilly. Because Eli Lilly is going to be focused on how to keep people on the medication, which is fine. I don't mind doing my maintenance with Zepbound. I don't mind. Like, I'll stay on Zepbound forever. I don't care. Hopefully they lower the price, but I'm perfectly fine with doing my maintenance on Zepbound, but I don't think it's going to be at the highest dose. You know what I mean? Now I do feel like Eli Lilly will figure out how to get people from the highest dose to a lower dose in maintenance, for maintenance. I do think that they will figure that out, but I can almost guarantee somebody's going to figure it out before them. I can almost guarantee. People are going to have to try and fail first before somebody succeeds at it and then shares how, like, what works for them. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you because like the doctors damn sure ain't going to figure it out. They're not going to figure it out at all. Dr. Kim Berry did say that we are their guinea pigs, and if we decide to go on it to stick with the lowest dose, then when I started, I stayed on 2.5. I didn't think I would, but it's working okay for me. I like Dr. Kim Berry. I haven't watched his content for some time. I agree. Okay, can we sidebar for this for a second? I agree. I agree that everybody should attempt staying on the lowest dose for as long as possible. Eli Lilly agrees to that now. They agree to that now. So that's not new information. However, Dr. Kim Perry did say that we are their guinea pigs. I think that that's unproductive to say that, because if that's the case, we're guinea pigs for any type of medication in general, because they do studies, they publish the results, they sell the medication. So if that's the case for a GLP-1 that we're guinea pigs, then we're guinea pigs for all medications. And maybe that's true. Like I said, it's not beyond me that it's completely possible that in 5 years there will be some sort of class action lawsuit talking about if you were on compound tirzepatide with glycine, or if you were on Zepbound 7.5 milligrams from the years like this. It's totally possible that could happen. But like I said, I feel like the benefits outweigh the risk, so I'm willing to roll the dice, right? But when it comes to that type of comment, it's not that I feel like you shouldn't say it. It's just like, what is the point of you saying that? And it's almost like, that because Dr. Kim Berry is a die-hard carnivore, right? I used to watch his content all the time. He's a die-hard carnivore. But what I've noticed, and why I don't watch his content as much anymore, or at all, I don't watch it at all, not as much, but I still love Dr. Kim Berry. But what I've noticed about his content and the people that are carnivore based on, like, his content and stuff like that, they have tunnel vision. And they truly believe that you don't need anything outside of carnivore. You don't need nothing else. Like, carnivore is the answer. If everybody would just be on, not everybody, but if you would just attempt it, you're more than likely to see success from it. Now, why I do agree when it comes to weight loss and maybe some other autoimmune problems and stuff like that, plenty of people have gotten relief from removing dairy, produce, all of that. I agree with that. But there is a level, this is why I want to talk about the good diets and the bad diets. Vegans and carnivores have tunnel vision. They both groups think that they are absolutely right. Both groups treat the people in the middle like they are the problem, and if you would just do it their way, then you would have all the answers to all your ailments. And when it comes to assistance outside of diet, their first stance is to be opposed to that. Like their stance, their popularity, like, okay, so when I say they, let me back up. Like a Dr. Kim Berry, a Dr. Berg, a Dr. Jason Fung, all of these different doctors, different approaches, but in the same realm of, like, you can do this without help from your doctor, or you can fix a lot of your ailments, especially obesity and diabetes, without help from your doctor, without medication. So they, for the most part, are anti-pharmaceutical, for the most part, but they're still doctors, right? So they still prescribe, they still understand, like, pharmaceutical, big pharma has a role in people's everyday lives, but they lean more toward, you don't need big pharma, right? Which is fine. That's fine. But for those of us that are on, like, a Zepbound or a Wegovy or something like that, it's like sleeping with the enemy. You know what I mean? And you know what? I will say it's probably better now. But when the hype was, like, first, I won't even say first starting, but when I started doing my research a year ago, I was almost afraid to even go to those channels of the people that typically would, like, get my mind right as far as, like, doing things myself. So, like I said, a Kim Berry, a Dr. Fun, like, I was almost afraid to go to those channels because those people are, like, die hard, do it yourself. You don't need big pharma for the most part. So I said all of that to say, like, even though these are wonderful channels, wonderful people, wonderful information, they have saved people's lives, quite literally. They have helped people save their own lives. At the end of the day, they're always going to lean more toward, you don't need this medication. And that's fine. I agree that a lot of what we're doing could be done with fasting. That's why I want to get into that later. Depends. I don't know. We've been on here for a while, so it depends. But damn, it's been 2 hours already. Oh my God, well, y'all just let me talk. But I agree that a lot of this stuff could be fixed with fasting or carnivore or keto or whatever. But some of us don't want to do that. Or some of us have tried that and we couldn't stick with it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, these are all just tools. These are all just tools, and we're all just trying to get better and be healthier. And I don't think it helps to tell the people that are leaning more toward the big pharma angle of this that they're guinea pigs. I don't think that that helps. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's actually quite negative. When you are a doctor, why not say, hey, alongside your GLP-1, maybe still go carnivore? Like, alongside your GLP, and again, maybe he did say that. I'm not saying he didn't say that, but I'm just saying, like, Dr. Kimberly was one of those people that when I tried to tap in before starting my GLP-1, there was a few people that were just like not even willing to talk about it. Like, they just wouldn't even address the fact that potentially, like, it was very clear from my research that GLP-1s were like absolutely potentially like a wonderful thing for people. They wouldn't even entertain it. Dr. Jason Fung did. Dr. Jason Fung was like, I mean, essentially you can do this with fasting, but yeah, the GLP-1s are, they're good. They're great. They're great. But I mean, you don't need it. You can do it with fasting. And I was okay with that. But there were others that were just like, no. They were just like straight up no. So it sounds like Dr. Ken is probably more so in the middle now. Like, he knows people are going to do this one way or another. So it's like, okay, well, if you're going to do it this way, which is fine. But I think the whole I think the whole guinea pig thing is like, why are you saying that? Why are you being like that? But that's the end of my sidebar. I know that was a big tangent, but the reason I took that tangent is because, one, I have great respect for Dr. Kim Berry. I like him. I like his channel. I never went carnivore, but I loved his content. And I had a carnivore come in here telling me no GLP-1s, no fasting, go carnivore. And he quoted he used Dr. Kim Berry as his source. And I'm like, you think you're telling me something? So it's a little bit of a sore spot for me, because it's like, y'all don't have the answer to everything. Like, the answer isn't for everybody to just be on carnivore no more than it is for everybody to be on a GLP-1. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh, Keith is talking about my sound. Someone has said, I think it was Keith. Keith, did you change your name? I could have swore it was a different name earlier. Keith was talking about my sound, about me being low. This week I have spread my shout out to 10 days, so I'll see how that goes. Side note. Okay. I wish my insurance will cover it. I'm just waiting on approval or denial, but regardless, I'll be going to name brand soon. Wonderful. Wonderful. Mexico will put a warning label on a bag of M&Ms. They want people to know. Listen, them sweets are nasty. Fun fact, actually, I take that back to some. No. For the most part, the sweets are nasty. Let me tell y'all something. My boyfriend bought me a cake when I went to Mexico for my birthday. That cake was nasty, and it wasn't his fault. It was their fault. I didn't post it. I didn't post no pictures of it. I wanted to pretend that cake never existed. He got me a vanity cake. I don't know if I ever told y'all that, but he got me a vanity cake, and their sugar ain't sugaring. It ain't cracking like it's supposed to crack. You know, it ain't cracking like it's supposed to crack. In Europe, you can bring me back some Kit Kats and Twix. That thing gonna melt in the cargo. Oh, you know what? Stop! I'm not bringing you back no Kit Kats. I will eat it on the way. I will. Like, I will eat it on the way. Okay. They do say sugar is more addictive than Coke. Journey, what's stopping your insurance from covering it? They looking into higher doses, 20 milligram. I just don't understand. Like, what are you gonna do? Just keep going until you get to 100 milligram? Like, fine, but the answer isn't to just go higher and higher and higher and higher. Like, at what point does it stop? Okay, so what happens when people max out at 20 milligram? 20 milligram, they're gonna come out with a 22.5. It's just like, come on. Zep 20 and 25. Why? You know what? For those that need it, okay, fine. But why? Like, why? That's what Countess is waiting for. I know. Well, I knew that before. I didn't know if that was the case now. But she was one of the first ones I heard say that she was struggling because she maxed out at 15. So I learned from her and on the pen They didn't say this, but I was able to infer whatever you do, stay at each dose for as long as you can, because you do not want to max out before you meet your weight loss goal. You do not. Nothing right now. I'm not obese anymore, just overweight. Lost a lot on my own, then 20 pounds on compounded, so hopefully they're approved for the overweight. I was in so much chat, and a woman who is a part of Joint Friday said her prescriber was writing for 20 milligram. Wow. I mean, at what point is it too much, though? Yikes. Whew. I used to watch him all the time, too, but after GLP-1, I don't anymore. So that's why he's probably against it. He needs to get paid. Have you seen this doctor when you were obese? Um, oh, I don't know who that is. Freely the Banana Girl. Raw diet. Okay. Yeah. New doctors. Yeah, they should use your OBMI. I mean, ideally. I tried carnivore and failed so many times. My last straw was my son's spaghetti that he didn't finish, and I just couldn't control myself after the third day on carnivore. But yeah, carnivore isn't the answer for everybody. We are omnivores. It is okay to have both. And I don't even like produce. I like apples, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I consider vegetables to be rabbit food. I don't feel like we have to eat it. But if you do, it's good for you. But you don't have to eat it. Just like, like I will say I'm more inclined to believe that we are supposed to eat meat because of the protein and the fats. But when it comes to produce, I'm like, we could take it or leave it. If you eat it, it's not gonna kill you. If you don't eat it, I don't think you're gonna die either. Like I don't think like produce. I'm not convinced that we need it, but if we want to eat it, we can have it. Like that's why our teeth are the way we that's why our teeth are built the way our teeth are, or designed, and that's why our microbiome are designed the way that it's designed. Is designed the way it's designed because we can do both. But I think you are more likely to be in better shape, like if a person was gonna, I won't say a person because it depends on the person, but if I was gonna choose, right, I lean more toward more meat, more animal products, less produce. One, because I don't like it, and two, I don't think we need it. But if you want it, it's not gonna kill you, and if you don't have it, you're still fine. um the 20 milligram, some people might need it, but my question is why, Michelle? It just is. I genuinely don't know. Like, why do they need it? Like, I understand people like Countess because she was amongst the first wave of GLP-1 users that was titrating up every 4 weeks, so she maxed out too quickly. I believe, at least on the pen ones, definitely. But I think Countess was amongst that first wave of following the titration schedule and just maxed out too quickly. So they're waiting for the 20 so that they can keep going. I get that, but knowing what we know now, it's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Journey, try Weight Watchers Telehealth or join Vineyard Telehealth. Heard they are good about getting PA approved. Okay. Yeah, I've heard the telehealths are they're really good. They know what to say to get the PAs. If your insurance covers it, but they just not covering for you, then yeah. But my insurance doesn't cover weight loss meds at all. They don't even cover Saxenda. That's the daily injection. Oh my god, awful. Gross. Oh my gosh. And V, she has a page. I think she might be waiting too. Yeah, I think the first wave of Zepbound of Manjaro users, because Zepbound is fairly new, but the first wave of Manjaro users that were trying to lose weight, that had significant weight to lose, a lot of them maxed out at 15. So I get why they would be waiting for that 20. So I'm not saying what did I do? I'm not saying don't they shouldn't create the 20. I'm just saying like, okay, but then what? Is all I'm saying. Then what? Okay, 20 and 25 milligrams at bound. Great. Then what? 30 and 35, 40 and 45, 50 and, like how, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like at what point is too much? You know what? It's probably hard for me to understand because I haven't made it up to the 15 yet. So if you're already on a 15, it's probably not much of a leap to go to a 20 or a 25. But being on a 7.5, not even wanting to go to a 10, it's hard for me to comprehend a 20 and a 25. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what also skewed my perspective on that? When I was on compound, depending on which pharmacy I got it from, my milligrams was reflected in units. So by that I mean my 5 milligram would be 50 units. My 7.5 milligram would be 75 units on the syringe. So when I was thinking 10 milligram, 15 milligram, I was just like, I'm just going to have to inject more and more. Whereas on Zepbound, everything is 50 units. Again, when it comes to units, don't listen to what I'm talking about. Follow the instructions for your medication. But I'm just talking about mine specifically. And then Zepbound is kind of across the board. Also, that could also change in the future. I feel the need to say that now because people are going to older videos and asking questions. So just to be clear, this could always right now all Zepbound doses come in 50 units, different potencies, but that could always change in the future. Literally, no, literally, no. This is my point. So I just want to know, realistically speaking, like at what point will Eli Lilly feel like, okay, we've reached, like, this is enough? Like, is it 25? If it's 25, okay. I'm not going up to no 25. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, I'll be stuck with another 20 pounds to lose before I do that. I will go on a 7-day fast before I do that. But again, I'm not judging. I'm saying that, like, it's easy for me to say this because I'm on a 7.5. So I get it. I definitely don't want to be in a position where, like, I can't stop losing weight. So I have to be prepared for what I'm going to do. Like, what's my plan to stop my weight loss? I don't have one yet, but I'm working on it. And I got about 6 months to figure it out. Well, I probably got longer, but I would like to be at my goal weight in 6 months. I would like to be at my I should have been there by now. I'm almost a year in. That's fine. I would like to lose another 50 pounds in the next 6 months, though, and that's incredibly aggressive. Or I okay, I keep saying that my goal is aggressive because I know I'm aware that it is. I'm also aware that I'm probably not gonna reach my aggressive goal. Like, I'll look into those, Jen, if I'm not approved. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Because there are. So let's talk about appetite control real quick, and then I'll touch on a little bit of bariatric surgery and all of that, and then we will revisit tomorrow or Sunday. There are other methods of controlling appetite outside of a GLP-1, right? 100% without a doubt, keto, but I don't want to be keto, will control your appetite. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Like, no doubt in my mind. It is almost impossible to be hungry on keto. Like, the amount of protein that you have to eat and fat, damn near impossible. Damn near impossible. Fasting is a little bit more tricky because you start out hungry and then the hunger goes away. But you got to fast long enough for the hunger to go away, so that's trickier. But again, when you get to the point of your body actually burning your body fat, it's almost to the point of, like, being repulsed by food. You know what I mean? Keto too. Keto's that way as well. That's one thing I hate about keto, which is why I don't even entertain it no more. Like, as a long-term strategy for me, is because when I'm on keto, I become more repulsed by eating. I become more nausea. My symptoms are so much more severe than being on a GLP-1. Like, when I got on a GLP-1, I might have said this in a video before, but when I got on a GLP-1, I was like, oh, this is like keto. My symptoms were like keto. It was. I was like, oh, this is like keto. Like, this is like a milder form of keto. Except keto is really about being in ketosis. But I'm talking about, like, the appetite aspect of it. I would wake up nauseous every goddamn day because my ketones would be so high. Like, my body would be burning fat so rapidly. So when I was younger, I haven't done it in a while, but when I was younger, when I was like in my early 20s, and I would do keto, I did it I did it once consistently. So I don't want to say when I would do keto, but when I did keto, and when I did intermittent fasting as well. So it was both of them. My fat burning was so aggressive that I lived in a perpetual state of nausea because my ketones were so high. And I would literally drop weight overnight. Like I'm talking 20 pounds in 2 months with consistent keto and intermittent fasting, but it was miserable. It was miserable because I felt sick all the time. So now I'm familiar with that feeling, right? So, for example, if I have a really low carb day, I mean, almost to the levels of keto, right? So like less than about 50 grams for the day. If I have a really low carb day, I get that sense of nausea. Well, it probably takes about 2 days because you got to kind of like burn through your stored glucose and all of that. But if I go low carb for about 2 days, maybe three, again the ketones start to spike and I start to get that feeling of nausea. I can almost guarantee, like this is how bad it was. I don't know if this is bad, but I can almost guarantee when I'm gonna step on a scale and it's gonna be lighter because I'll wake up sick. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. I'm not saying that's the only time I step on a scale and when it's lighter, but y'all know I weigh in daily. Y'all know I weigh in daily. So if I'm weighing in every single day, right? Seeing maybe little to no change, little fluctuations, but I have 2 or 3 days of being very low carb or even in the zone of keto. Keto is less than 20 grams. Low carb would be like, I think less than 100 or something like that, less than 150. But let's say I have like less than 50 grams of carbs in a day. I do that for about 2 or 3 days straight. I will wake up feeling sick. I'll step on that scale though, and it'll be like half a pound to a pound down. Like when I wake up and I'm nauseous, and I'm not talking about GLP-1 nauseous. I'm talking about like ketosis nauseous. Every time the scale will be lower, and this will happen with low carb. This will also happen with fasting. I used to do it so often, or I was consistent for so long that I became familiar with how it felt to be in ketosis. And it's extremely powerful. I guess I just answered my own question, which one would win out as far as like most effective. But who wants to? I don't want to live in ketosis. It's uncomfortable. It's the worst food aversion I've ever experienced in my life. I thought Countess met her goal, and that's not because I watched the videos, because I saw a title. I saw a title about her meeting her goal. 17.5. They're skipping 17.5. Oh, you're not late. I'm behind. 6 feet tall. She said, so that's probably why she doesn't even, though she said it's not why. Who the fuck wants more nausea? Countess looks thin to me, but it could be the height. Yeah, when Countess was complaining about her weight, I'm like, who am I to judge? But like, how much more weight are you trying to lose? It's like the Jaclyn Hill thing. Like, yeah. Terrible twos. Jen, she also knows how to hide certain parts. She hasn't even had skin removal, but she is going to. She said, how much weight did she lose? How much weight did she lose? 100 pounds? 80 pounds? I'm not getting skin removal. Well, I guess I should wait until I get to my goal to say that, because when I tell y'all, you know what? It's actually gotten better. It has gotten better. It's a tiny bit, but it's my body, so I notice it. It's gotten a little bit better. Like my arms have gotten a little bit better. Like this was like it's gotten a little bit better. And I think it's because I started doing the 24-hour fast. I think that's, but who knows? But that's what I feel. That's what I feel. Like even I was supposed to say the quality of my skin, but like even my skin is looking better. I can't explain it. What would y'all call it? What would y'all call it? Like, yeah, like let me take. Do you remember? Like it's still loose, but it's gotten, I can't explain it. It's gotten better. It's gotten better. Um, but what would you call it? Like my skin looks better. I don't know. I don't want to say like the quality. That sounds wrong. But like it looks a bit more taut. Like uh, like I thought the more weight I lost, the worse it was gonna get. But I'm telling y'all, since I started taking my fasting more seriously, my skin has started to look better. It started to look better. I wish I had a comparison. I I can't I wish I had a comparison picture. Like when I say, like when I would do this was like essentially sagging. Like it's loose, but I have to move it for you to see that it's loose, and you can see there's still some fat in there. But it was almost like my skin has separated and it was sagging, and it's less saggy now. Like it's gotten more, like it's gotten more taut. You understand what I'm trying to say? But I don't have a comparison photo, so I would have to like think about when I showed it in a video before. But y'all know these live streams be long as hell, so ain't no way I'm about to find it. But anybody that has seen it before would know what I'm talking about. And thank you, Journey of Life. He has skin removal, I was wondering. Not fly away. Oh, okay. Journey is goofy. Listen, these my thighs are like boom, boom, like they're, yeah, they're my thighs. I'm gonna have loose skin. I'm interested to see what it's gonna look like, but you know, extended fasting always helped my facial skin look better, and I've always read that fasting helps eliminate loose skin. So yes, now Sydney, I know this. I talked about this before I started fasting. Like, oh, I need to take my fasting more seriously for the skin, and a lot of the responses I got was like, oh no, don't worry about it. You're young, which is I know. So whoever has said that, yes, I am. I be acting like I'm an old lady sometimes. Um, Work out. You gotta build the muscle. Y'all in this chat, y'all work out, build muscle. Yes, all of that is very true. Y'all are true. Y'all are right. But fasting too. I'm fasting too. I'm telling y'all, your body will eat the skin. It will eat it. It will eat it. Like it will eat the protein that the skin is made of. Okay? Your body will eat it. Has she shown it? I take butts very seriously because I feel like I had to work very hard for what I had, and now it's gone. Like I naturally have a pancake booty myself. I have a very built like a rectangle from the back. Like get it from my daddy. I did not get my mom's genes when it came to that at all. Uh so I had to work. Like I've had a couple of personal trainers in my life. I had to work for what I was able to build, and now I'm realizing I've neglected it a bit because I'm realizing it's mostly gone. It's mostly gone, which is fine. No, it's not fine. It's not fine, but I am working on it. So QVC. Listen, one of my earliest videos was about Ozempic, but it was my earliest videos was about me trying to prevent it, and then I stopped trying to prevent it because I stopped going to the gym. I used to follow Dr. Kenberry because he talked about and participated in fasting. I used to join some of his fasting events. However, carnivore was not my thing. I love fasting. I love fasting. I got lazy about I used fasting to control my weight for about 3 or 4 years, and then I stopped, and the weight came back, and I couldn't get it off. That's why I went on a GLP-1. Now I could have went back to fasting, but I was in an emotional state where I didn't have the discipline to do it. I couldn't find the willpower to fast the way that I needed to, and my cravings were out of control. That's why I chose to get on a GLP-1. But yeah, fasting would have worked for me. Fasting works for me now. Like it's easier now. Like I can do it now. That first 24 hours was horrible, but I'm in a better place now. Hey Shonda, what you doing up this late? What you doing up this late? I commented on those videos of your earlier days. I'm not done watching them though. Oh my gosh, stay out of my business journey. I'm not that girl anymore. Y'all, while I'm getting notifications of Journey of Life stalking my early videos from 55 pounds ago. Thank you. You're so supportive. But I'm not that girl anymore. I've never actually gone back and watched those videos. It's hard for me to watch because of how big I was. It really is. It's hard for me to watch. Plus, like, I didn't know what I was doing yet with filming, so I can't believe you actually sat through those. Good for you. Proud of you. Oh my G, my butt is gone. I wear my Spanx and keep it pushing. Yes, it's not gone, but mine is going. I'm just like, when I realized it recently, and I was just like, you done fucked up. It's gonna be a son of a bitch trying to get that back. Baby got back, or baby had back. Baby ain't got back no more. Baby ain't got back no more. If you want motivation, watch your older self, girl. It's hard. It's hard. Oh my God. It's so hard. Like for real. I do 25 squats every night just before bed. I don't want O's, but you are disciplined. You got it going on. Because I used to talk about Ozempic butt all the time when I first started my channel. I did like I included videos of me. I used to do shorts of me working out. Not a lot, but I did a couple. I used to include my workouts in my videos. I don't do that no more. What happened, Shonda? I know it was something I said. What did I say? Carnivore was not my thing either, but I'll tell you, I got real creative trying to eat. Carnivore is not my thing because I like dairy. If it wasn't for dairy, I would probably be carnivore because I don't eat enough produce to be anything else. So if it wasn't for dairy, I probably would be carnivore because I could literally live off of bacon, chicken, and eggs. I do that now. I do that now. And flour. Like flour is a problem too. Flour is a problem too. What? Y'all out here doing squats while y'all letting the rest of us lose our butt? Why y'all didn't say nothing? Why y'all didn't say nothing? Why y'all didn't say nothing? Y'all just out here secretly doing squats? That's crazy. No. You don't no. You don't secretly do squats. We either all get in Ozempic butt or none of us. We are in this together. This is a relationship. That's crazy. I feel some type of way. I really do. You see this? You see this? You see this? Do y'all see this? No. Team meeting. Team meeting. Everybody into the conference room. We need to talk. We need to all complain about Ozempic butt or none of us. You don't leave your teammates behind. You don't do that. That's crazy. No, that's craziness. That's craziness. Okay, so I was talking about appetite suppression, keto and fasting. It doesn't have to be. I hate using the keto as an example, but like, let's say higher protein and fat. Protein and fat are appetite. Will I call them suppressants? Okay. It is very hard for your body to overeat protein and fat until you add sugar to it. And sugar, by sugar, I'm including starch in that. So like potatoes or rice or whatever, or bread. Right? It's kind of hard to overeat steak until potentially you add potatoes to it. So protein and fats are they stimulate satiety is what I was trying to say before. I didn't want to say appetite suppression. I meant satiety. They trigger satiety hormones. That's the benefit of protein and fat. That's where I kind of side-eye the vegans because I'm like, it's bad enough that y'all be protein deficient. Oh my God, that sounds so judgy. I'm working on it. Where's Teddy? I need Teddy to bring me back to reality. But yeah, So produce would give you satiety through fiber, whereas meat and um, protein and fat give you satiety through satiety hormones. Like there's different mechanisms of satiety. So one would be stretch receptors in the stomach. That's where volume or fiber would come into place, activating those stretch receptors to say I've had enough. Um, Another one would be peptide YY. I think that's stimulated by protein. If I'm, let me see, let me see if I'm saying that right now. If I'm saying that correctly. Peptide YY is a gut hormone that plays a role in appetite regulation and energy homeostasis. Um, I think it's stimulated by protein though. Uh, Protein. Peptide YY. Proteins on the other hand. Um, okay, well, peptide YY gives you the feeling of fullness, but I do believe that protein stimulates that, like eating protein stimulates that. Um, Before I could eat 2 ribeyes, big ones. I'm not really sure if I can like comprehend that because I don't eat steak, so I don't know if that's like. I'm gonna assume that that's bad. I'm gonna assume that that's bad. That I use the steak as in, so you would think I would know, but I don't really like have a picture of that because I don't know what a cut of ribeye looks like. I could Google it though. I could Google it. Who the hell is Boss Baby? That's the second time I've seen that. Who is that? Hunger taker supplement with help with appetite suppression. Can we talk about what stimulates appetite real quick? What stimulates appetite? One, being hungry, and two, what you eat. So starch and sugars stimulate appetite. Carbs stimulate appetite, whereas protein and fats don't. So yeah, I'm team supplements if that helps. But I also feel like people could get a lot of appetite suppression just by altering their like their macros. Like I don't want everybody to track their food all the time. I'm just saying like if you can grasp the concept of like okay, these foods stimulate appetite, these foods don't. Like when I start getting hungry or having cravings like we talked about the other day, I know that my carbs are too high. And also, I'm eating too much wheat, but that's a different story. Wheat has addictive properties that affect the brain and all of that. That make you want more wheat and more wheat and more wheat. Same thing with sugar. But sugar is just kind of easier to understand. So I know I'm eating too many carbs and it's stimulating my appetite. Like the vicious cycle with sugar and carbohydrates is that the more you eat it, the more you want it. The more you eat it, the more you want it. That's how addiction works, right? So yeah, it stimulates your appetite because you're wanting it more. And it also like potentially crashes your blood sugar, so then you're really hungry. You know what I mean? Like that's how people end up putting a muffin in their mouth every 2 hours because you're constantly in this cycle of crashing your blood sugar. You eat a muffin, crash in 2 hours. You eat a donut, crash in 2 hours. You eat a burger with a bun and fries, crash in 2 hours. You eat, I don't know, potatoes or whatever starch or sugar, ice cream, and you crash in 2 hours. That's why people are eating all day long because they're constantly crashing throughout the day. And it happens so often that I don't even think people are realizing like that's what being hangry is. Like when you're so hungry to the point of irritation, that's a blood sugar crash. It's genuine hunger, but the reason you're so irritable about it is because your blood sugar's low. Um, he stands in front of me, does it? I'm too big still to carry him. I'll be huffing and puffing. Week. Ooh, I feel like I'm not seeing all the comments. Are we talk? Oh, is Boss Baby the actual baby, the baby baby? Saffron drops a mood enhancement. Um, I do. Okay, okay, all right. It took me to become a full blown adult to realize that time of the month actually causes me cravings. Again, hormones. I didn't know that until I became an adult and late into my adulthood too. Um, Protein, veggies, good oils. Yes, so protein would be peptide YY, veggies would be fiber, fats. Uh, there's one for fat too, but I'm forgetting what it is. What satiety? Oh, I spelled it right. Hormone stimulated by fat. Cholecystokinin. I knew that, and I didn't want to say it and be wrong. Okay, fun fact. Do y'all know what GLP-1 stands for? I would say whoever gets it, I'm gonna give a wrench, but y'all all got wrenches. Like, so here's what I looked up, right? Because I was trying to figure out what was the gut hormone that was stimulated by fat in your diet. So it says several gut hormones are stimulated by fat and contribute to satiety. These include cholecystokinin, peptide YY, I told y'all about that one, and glucagon like peptide 1. I did not know that's what GLP-1 stood for. That makes so much sense. I did not know that that's what GLP-1 stood for. And glucose dependent insulinotropic polypeptide, GIP. Who the hell knew that? Who the hell knew what GIP stood for? I didn't know that. That ish says glucose dependent insulinotropic polypeptide. Woo, learn something new every day. And I look at me. I just started out the stream talking about people didn't do their research. It never dawned on me to Google what GLP-1 stood for. I thought it was just GLP-1. I honestly did not consider that it was an acronym. Never thought that. Never thought that for a second. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. How did I not know that? Listen, is Mindy still here? Now Mindy can come for my neck. Not you, Journey of Life. Not you. Mindy can come for me. Not you. Okay. Don't start with me. I didn't know that. I'll be telling y'all when I don't know stuff. Like I didn't know MA was Massachusetts. Remember that? I didn't know MD was Maryland. There's a lot I don't know. Never dawned on me to Google what GLP-1 stood for. GLP-1. Like I understand what a GLP-1 is, but I never dawned on me to Google what the acronym, what each word in the acronym was. It never crossed my mind. But with that, we're all a little dumb sometimes, okay? Now, with that being said, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me tell y'all what I did not realize. So I'm familiar from my research prior, like when I was researching fasting and keto and all of that. I get real nerdy and real geeked out about the physiology of all of that. And so I knew about cholecystokinin and peptide YY as satiety hormones, but I did not know about glucagon like peptide and, say it with me now, glucose dependent insulinotropic polypeptide. Didn't know about those until learning about GLP-1 and GIP. This makes so much sense. 21 people watching. Someone fall out of the clouds and say hello. Y'all are just, you know what? I be thinking it, Journey of Life, but I'm like, they're so shy. They're so shy. I hope all of y'all have at least liked the stream, but definitely fall out of the clouds and say hi. Y'all not that busy. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock. Y'all are not that busy. Say hi. Say hi. So it makes it the GLP-1 and the GIP combination is so genius. Because, okay, so remember in my last live, I said the non-responders probably don't have a GLP-1 or GIP problem. Their hormones are probably balanced. They probably don't have a problem. Makes perfect sense. That it makes sense that you would not respond to it because you don't have a problem to begin with. Well, not that problem. I'm not saying they don't have a weight problem, but they don't have that problem. So that makes perfect sense. But that would be a minority of people that try Zepbound. That would be a minority of people. So you can get the so with that being said, well, what I read is that you can stimulate your GLP-1 and your GIP hormones by eating fat, which is ironic because on Zepbound, your body don't like that. Your body don't like fat. So I wonder why that is. I gotta investigate that more. I gotta investigate that more. Do y'all know why it's so hard to eat fat and sugar on Zepbound? I don't know if it's the same with Ozempic or Wegovy. But do y'all know why when it comes to tirzepatide it's so hard to eat fat and sugar? I haven't looked into it. Because I didn't have that problem when I was on compound. I didn't have that problem until I got on Zepbound, where it was like, ooh, I gotta be careful. Because I didn't tell y'all, I made myself incredibly sick the other day. What did I eat? I ate it too fast too. Oh, I think it was when I went to get one of those breakfast wraps, the bacon egg and cheese, the whatever. And so since starting Zepbound, it's gotten a lot better. But when I first started Zepbound, I could barely eat eggs, but I refused to give them up. I refused to give them up. So I kept trying, but it was miserable trying to eat a single egg when I first started Zepbound because for some reason your body just does not like high fat foods on Zepbound. I don't know why that is. I have no clue why that is, but I would love to know. I would love to know. I would love to know. Definitely please hit the like and subscribe. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. You should do something for every new person that subscribes, like 10 squats. Please, someone block Journey of Life for suggesting such tomfoolery. I couldn't even say it without laughing. I was trying to say it with a straight face. Let me try again. Please, somebody block Journey of Life for suggesting such tomfoolery. No. Oh my gosh. Every new person, if five people, that's 50 squats if five people subscribe. Oh my god. Why would you do no? What? That's just that no. Oh my gosh. I've gotten 3 subscribers. No, oh, I didn't check before the start of the stream. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I don't even want to entertain this. I don't even want to entertain this. I don't. I need a no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like I'm actually considering it. But I didn't check what my my subscriber count was before the stream. So I don't know if I've gotten any new subscribers since the start of the stream. I assume eating sugar is difficult because it's regulating your blood sugar and that takes away the need and desire. I'm just guessing here. Okay, let me think about that. So, like it'll literally make you sick if you eat too much sugar. And it's worse when you're first starting out on that dose. I didn't have that problem with compound at all. Sugar and fat did not make me sick. On Zepbound, I could barely get a single egg down. Barely, but I refuse to give it up. I live on eggs. I'm part egg. I'm half egg. I'm not half chicken. I'm half egg. So, no. Like, absolutely not. So I wasn't about to quit eating eggs, but it's gotten a lot better now. Which makes me again think that it's getting to the point where like the 7.5 is becoming less and less effective. But I think I'm gonna titrate up to the 10. Listen, no. Like, oh god, don't make me do stuff. Oh god, don't make me do stuff. That sounds like my hips hurt just saying that, even though I should be doing it. I should be doing it. 10 squats for every, that's a lot. What about like 5 squats? Maybe. I don't want to put that out there. People might actually subscribe. No. It would be like, I have never not wanted subscribers so bad in my life. Like, that's how I would feel. I can eat tons of fruit and I get sick. Watermelon, cherries, peaches. Okay, so maybe processed sugar is the problem. Also, that would make sense because if you're eating the fruit, you're getting the fiber. Fun fact, fun fact about nature, right? Peep this analogy if you haven't heard it before. Fiber is essentially nature's answer to fructose essentially being harmful or poisonous. Hear me out. Hear me out. Remember, I went on a whole rant about fructose, right? I didn't say fruit. I said fructose, specifically fruit sugar. Fructose is only found in fruit, okay? So, not even honey. Fructose is not even found in honey. I think honey is glucose. No, maybe honey is fructose too. Let me see. Is honey fructose? Let me see. Oh, it's both. It's fructose and glucose. I'm like, honey has to have some fructose because it's sweet. Glucose is not sweet at all, but fructose is. Okay, so honey aside. So what I mean by that is that when you eat fruit in its natural form, it's almost essentially non-problematic. Like, yeah, there are some higher um carbohydrate fruits like mangoes and pineapples. So if you have a obesity problem, do you want to have like a 50% fruit diet? Probably not. Um but essentially fiber slows down the processing of fruit. Fiber slows down the processing of fructose. It slows down the metabolism of fructose. So, whereas how I was talking about if you juice a fruit, you get all of that sugar directly to the liver. You get that sugar punch to the liver. That fructose slams into the liver. It jams in there because there's nowhere else for it to go. No other cell in the body can use it, only the liver. Well, when you have fiber, that process gets slowed down. It gets slowed down so that it's more of a gentle transition to the liver. That's why you should be, if you're going to eat fruit, you should be eating it whole. Now, smoothies ideally are less better than eating it whole, but it's better than juice because you still have the fiber to some extent, even though it's shredded to smithereens. Um, but of course, don't have like, what did I have? Like a 16-ounce smoothie with 80 grams of sugar. Like, don't have a smoothie with 17 different fruits in it, or 17 apples. Like that smoothie I had watermelon and I don't know what else, but watermelon is already not even that high in sugar. So what did they do to that smoothie to make it 80 grams of sugar? What did they do to it? What the hell did they do to the smoothie? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So essentially nature is the goat. Mother Nature is the goat. Mother Nature paired the poison with essentially the cure, which is fiber. Like, fiber is the answer to fructose being problematic. But unfortunately, think high fructose corn syrup, right? You remove all the fiber and you take the fructose and you make it even sweeter and then you put it in all the food. That's how you end up in a country full of obese people. 70% obese, overweight or obese. I don't got this. I don't got this. I don't got this. Squatting every time I get a new subscriber. I don't got this at all. Don't believe in me. And then the next comment says, "We believe in you." You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, I'm telepathic. I promise you, I didn't read it before I put it up there. I'm just scrolling down, clicking. I don't have a problem with eating fruit either, but the processed sugary foods taste too sweet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Jen probably no. Jen's at work. Jen is at work and will be getting off in the morning. So there's that. Okay. I'm gonna save, because we're already at the 2 hour mark. I'm gonna save the comparisons between bariatric surgery, cosmetic surgery, fasting, GLP-1s, diet and exercise, all of the different weight loss methods. I'm gonna save that for a later stream. I just realized my blankets are packed away. I'm gonna have to search. I'll probably see if my dad has one. He probably doesn't. Men never have what you need. Like men will get what you need, but they don't ever have what you need on hand. Right? Like they don't ever have it in advance. But they'll get it, but they don't have it in advance. Right. So anyway, I'll save that portion for another day. But I really just wanted to we didn't harp too much on the support group thing. I'm glad that this feels like a support group. I'm glad that this feels like a supportive space. But I feel like a lot of like the written or post um designed let's say Facebook groups. A lot of the Facebook groups are essentially potentially problematic without facilitators that are in there helping people. I just don't see the point. Y'all ain't got to worry about me making no Facebook group. At the very most, I might make a place where we can chat outside of YouTube. There are plenty of options for that. I'm not so sure I want to do it because somehow those spaces always end up in some drama. I guess you can't avoid it. But like, like some content creators use Discord, some use Facebook groups, all different types of platforms to communicate with their subscribers outside of YouTube. I haven't figured out if I want to do that yet. Jury's still out on that. Jury is still out on that. She's working. Sorry, Jen. Jen, don't mind journey of life. Talk about something. She's slobbering. Yeah, Jen is working. Jen is working. But thank you guys. I want to know why the rest of y'all are up. Let's see how many people we have commenting. So we got Journey of Life. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 5 with Shonda. 5 out of 22. What are the rest of y'all doing? What are the other 17 of y'all doing? Other than not talking to me. I don't understand. Like, what could be so important that you're not talking to me right now? Cass? Oh, let me show y'all the dog real quick. Hold on. And she didn't realize there was another dog here now, so all I heard was he ran out the house. My dog was trying to run to freedom. He's such a city dog, or he's such an apartment dog that he tries to run to freedom every chance he gets. I'll eventually let him out when my dad gets the area fenced in, but out here in the boonies, one of these people will take my dog and I'll never see him again. I gotta get him microchip. Come here, Cass. Oh, he's not interested in me because there's new people here. Come here. Come here, puppy. Come on. Come here. Come. It's not. He is so like interested in what's going on outside of me. Come here. Come here. Hello, you're famous. I'm sorry. I feel bad that I'm like making him do this. He wants to get out of the room now. Oh, he wants to stay up here with me. I'm gonna have to wait till he says his highs, his hellos to hold on, let me let him back out. Okay, you can go say hi. Go home. Goodbye. There you go. He can't, he's very impulsive. Like he can't concentrate if someone new is around. Like he has to sniff and say hello and blah 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 blah. So yeah, but he ran to freedom. He tried to run the glory. He tried to run the glory. Okay. Had to multitask for about 20 minutes. Oh, he's so cute. Don't be fooled. He's a menace to society. Yes, he is. But y'all talking about he cute. Did y'all see the way he backflipped out of my hands? The way he backflipped out of my, I'm like, come here. So let me show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all one thing before I get out of here. This was funny. This was funny. Where? Yeah, let's watch this one. Let's see. Hold on. I did a video when I lost 30 pounds. I did a video where I tried carrying him around to see what it's like to carry around that 30 pounds again. Yeah, that was a long time ago that I lost 30 pounds. Yeah, and it's not just that. So it ain't that. It's other other neighborhood dogs. Like my aunt's dog got out one time, and then like the other dogs, like stray dogs, killed the dog. That's why I don't want him running out. I don't want him running out. Did you talk about Dr. Now yet? No. Because the stream is getting long, I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow or the next day. Okay, so let me show y'all this video real quick. Let me show y'all. Just for that, we turned right. Okay. So it took me 23 weeks to lose 30 pounds. How long is that? How long is that? Okay. Okay. I was gonna get him chipped, but that will hold us over until then. Okay. How 4-8 was it about 5 months? August. Yeah, it took me 5 months to lose 30 pounds. I feel like that's kind of slow. That's kind of slow. Oh God. No. Wow. Ouch. Okay. Yes. That was hard. Okay. Ow. Ow. 3. So heavy. You're so heavy. Yes, you are. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I lost 30 pounds, and he was 30 pounds at this time. So I was like, well, let's see what it's like to carry around the 30 pounds that I lost. It was a lot. It was a lot. He was heavy. He was heavy. He's a big. Don't try to come back in here now. Live your best life out there. Chastity, when you leave, just make sure he's not following you out. Like to whenever you go out. But yeah, so that was a big deal for me at that time. I was just like, man, like, whew, that's a big boy. That is a big boy. It was cute. I actually forgot how funny that was. I forgot. He's over me. He was just like, let me go. Like so what I was trying to do, typically he'll let me do it. He don't care if I'm like holding him, spinning him around, picking him up, he don't typically care. But because somebody else is here, he want to act all brand new. Like, let me go. Yeah, no. So I be micromanaging him. Like, I'm such a mom about it. I'd be like, stop, what you doing? Get over here. Stop. Come here. Stop. No, get back. Like, yeah, I'm that. He's so compact. It's a fat baby. That's a fat baby. I changed his food recently. I'm trying to get him to lose some weight. I'm gonna put him on the jab. He gonna have his own fat shots. Amen. Yes, he is. He's gonna have his own Ozempic, Manjaro, titrating up to the 7.5 milligram. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So I just wanted to share that. I don't know why I didn't do that when you first asked Sydney. I completely forgot. But when I picked him up, I was like, oh, I have a video doing this already. Let me show y'all one more. Let me see. Before I get out of here. He was at the end of one of my videos. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This one is quick. This one is short. It's really short. It's my mochi video. The good old days. The good old days. I'm screwed. I can't order any more medication until I'm screwed. I was talking about how I had just ordered all this compound, and if it didn't work, I was gonna be out of luck. I was gonna be screwed. But I went out to get my mochi container, and when I came back in, he followed me in. So the scene cuts to like him being on the bed. So I run through these. So that's pretty much it. I know this was a bit all over I hope it wasn't too all over the place. I had a lot to say. And just all in my bed, like, go away. If you have any specific questions about any of the telehealth companies that I have mentioned, go ahead and leave a comment. And I don't have a coupon code, but definitely if you're interested, go ahead and see if any of the other YouTubers have a discount code. I didn't realize my thingy blocked him. Go ahead and sign up for one of these companies. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go try to get this dog out of my bed. Like, you don't live here. This is not your room. I'm gonna try to get this dog out of my bed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. He was all up in my grill. Like, get out, please. Gosh, go away, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm supposed to climb up on this bed. I don't feel like taking that box spring off tonight. I'm a little short. I'm gonna need a ladder to get up there. I don't know why my dad thought that was a good idea. But yeah, that's my dog, Cassius. Cass for short. That's my baby. Yo, I got a dog because I had real bad baby fever, and I was like, ooh, I don't want one of those right now. I was like, I do not want one of those right now. So I got me a dog. And it turns out he's a baby too. Yeah. He turned out to be a baby too. So I'm just like, why do you act like a human child? Why do you do that? Have you been here before? Reincarnation much? Anyway, so I didn't get into Dr. Now. But I do want to know, when we talk about it, like, Dr. Now is like the GOAT, okay? And I want to know, are we on a verge of bariatric surgery being obsolete? And would people, like, do people think that, like, okay, like, what's the point of bariatric surgery? Why not just get on the GLP-1 now that we're here, right? It would be cheaper, I think. I'm pretty sure, like, in the long run, it would be cheaper. Unless we're considering, like, lifetime price of GLP-1s versus a one-time price of bariatric surgery or whatever. Maybe the success rate would be higher on a GLP-1. I'm not sure. But we'll see. I definitely want to talk about it. And if I can find a way to review 600-Pound Life episodes without getting copyright struck, because those bigger networks don't play. But if I can figure out a way to do it without getting struck, then I will do that. But that's really it for now. I feel like this was a good talk. Okay. All right. I will be back. I got to travel back home tomorrow. So there's a good chance I'll be live, but who knows? I don't know. I never know anything. I don't know what I'm going to do until the day of, and then I decide to do it. Okay. But of course, set your notification bells. Make sure, listen, Dr. Now, like, if Dr. Now read me, I would be like, okay, Dr. Now, you're right. Like that's how much respect I have for Dr. Now. If Dr. Now was like, this lady doesn't know what she's talking about, I'd be like, okay, Dr. Now, I'm sorry I even tried you like that. Like, I'm sorry I even played in your face like that. Like, it's a little clickbaity because, well, it's not, because I really want to know what people think, but don't come for Dr. Now. Like, do not come for him because he did not send for you. He did not send for you. Okay? But that's me. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to future me. Right? Like, don't come for me. Don't come for Dr. Now because Dr. Now will, you know. But Dr. Now he be getting them people. Like, he be like, you think you could just lie to me? Like, you're lying. Like, why are you lying to yourself? Why are you lying to me? In his cute accent with his short self. You know what I mean? Dr. Now said he used to be 6 foot. Y'all believe that? Y'all believe Dr. Now shrunk to about 5'5"? You know what? I actually think he's taller than he looks on TV. I think I looked this up one time. I looked up Dr. Paradise and Dr. Now. And Dr. Now's fairly taller than he looks. Dr. Paradise is fun size. Dr. Paradise is like 5'2" or something like that. How tall is Dr. Now? I think Dr. Now is taller than me. He's 5'9". He's taller than he looks. He's definitely taller than he looks. He'll call you a liar in a hot minute. I love it. I love it. He's so patient until he's not. Like, I tell my cousin on a regular basis, like, let's just skip all of this and go see Dr. Now. The problem with that is Dr. Now makes you lose weight on your own before he'll do surgery on you now. But in them first seasons, he used to take people that were 600 pounds and cut them open. Like, I think his very first patient was probably like his greatest success story. She lost all the weight, went on and had kids. Like, it was a wonderful success story. But not all the people were successful in the first season. You know what I mean? But yeah, he used to just cut them open at 600 pounds. But I guess after so many years, like after decades, I'm tired. Oh my gosh. After decades of seeing people be unsuccessful or seeing people have psychological problems, seeing people seeing the surgery fail, right? They do the surgery, but then the people gain the weight back because they never addressed why they were eating in the first place. Yeah, he started making people do the work themselves, like do some of the work. And that's how I feel about GLP-1s. That's a perfect example. I feel you have to do some of the work yourself, but the GLP-1 is there to help you. Yeah. So that's how I feel. I love Dr. Now though. Dr. Now is like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do when they just like when he's just done. Like, he's like, okay, I'm retired. He has a robot now that helps him with his surgeries. So it's like he can get as old as he wants. He can be 107 and still like talking about bariatric surgery because he has a robot. He has a robot to help him out. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get out of here, and honestly, I'm probably I can't. It's not like I can eat. I'm fasting. Let's see if I can. You know what? I need to write it down because I honestly, like 3 times tonight, I was like, damn, what am I gonna eat? I literally forgot I'm fasting. Obviously, I didn't eat anything because I was on here, but I've forgotten several times during the stream that I was supposed to be fasting. Uh-uh. I forgot. So let's hope that when tomorrow comes, I don't forget for real, for real. Like, I gotta make it to 8 p.m., 8:30 technically, without any food, without any, and I have to make it through my drive tomorrow without getting coffee. I can do it. I don't want to, but I can. Okay. Okay. All right. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe. Soft landing, guys. Everybody say goodbye. Soft landing. Soft landing. Okay. Off of that one comment that said, oh my God, it's jarring when you just leave like that. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Soft landing. Say goodnight, people. I cannot, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I cannot believe the squad was up this late. Like, all of y'all are in here. The only person that's not here is Reindeer. The only person that's not here is Reindeer. The whole squad is here at midnight. But we started at 10. I cannot believe it. I honestly, let me tell y'all what I thought. I knew there was a chance Jim was going to be here because of work and Journey of Life because of the time difference on the West Coast. But the whole entire squad is here except Reindeer. The whole squad. That's crazy. Didn't I tell you to block her? Did I not tell you all to block this profile? No, don't try to be nice now. And then here you go instigating, Sydney. And then here you go. Here you go. Have a good night, Jen, at work. Sydney, good night. Journey of Life, good night, good night, good night, good night, everybody. Journey of Life, actually, you still got some time over there. Okay, so real quick, I went to the West Coast to go to Vegas. I loved Vegas, but I hated the time difference. It was like living in a twilight zone. Like staying up till 1 a.m. in Vegas had me delirious. Okay? It had me delirious. Like I was like almost borderline hallucinating. I hated it. I hated it. Gross. It was not fetch. Hated it. Okay, so I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I mean, I have no reason not to come back tomorrow. I was just assuming maybe I'll be tired from my drive, but it'll be fine. I'll sell my furniture, and then I'll come back live and we can get into Doctor Now being obsolete. Okay, Reindeer is on a hot date. Ooh, and didn't tell none of her business. What part of tell me your deepest darkest secrets do y'all not understand? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I like Vegas. I do. I don't gamble, but I like the energy of Vegas. I like the vibe. I like I'm from New York, so I like cities with lots of lights and tall structures. Like that makes me feel at home. That's really like it makes me feel good inside when structures tower over me. I don't want to say buildings because I don't really feel like the buildings are tall in Vegas. I mean, some of them are, but like they have tall structures for the hotels, and lots of lights, and I love the energy. I love it. Okay, for the fifth time, good night. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Share whoever's finished fasting. Let me know how your fast went in the community. Whoever started a fast today, let me know how your fast is going tomorrow. And if anybody's struggling, don't be shy. Leave a post or comment on an existing post. Don't be shy. Participate, communicate, talk. Consider becoming a member. I'm waiting until I get to about 8 to 10 members to do more members only live streams, but honestly, I do them now anyway. Like I don't do them often, but I would like to do them more often as a perk. But I'm waiting until I get some more members. So please consider becoming a Venetian or just be vain. The first tier is just vain. You're just vain. You're just starting out being a little vain. But when you get to the second tier, then you're a Venetian. Yes, yes, yes. Tier 3 is VVS. Diamond tier. Yes. Diamond. You're a star. You're a star, okay? All right, she needs to tell us about her new hot date, but won't say anything if she doesn't, but we'll throw hints. I forgot I was fasting and I ate a snack during this live. Started over. This is what I'm talking about. I forgot like I was like, yo, what am I going to eat when I get off of here? I'm kind of annoyed that I can't eat, but it's fine. I'll live. It's fine. I'll live. You'll be all right. Sydney, I'm so glad you told the truth. You were honest. Like, cause I don't feel as bad because I still got to make it to 8 p.m. without messing up because I can almost guarantee you that I'm going to mindlessly on my way home, stop for a coffee and completely forget. And then I'm gonna be like halfway through my coffee and be like, bah! Like, and then I'm gonna have to start over. So I can almost guarantee you that's gonna happen. Like, and not on purpose. I'm literally gonna, because it's habit. I get a coffee and then I go on the road. So, all right, I'm getting out of here. I appreciate you all for stopping by. And I will see y'all in the next live. Bye.